Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful people. Listen, I will apologize in advance for the noise that you guys might be able to hear from my windows. That is the good old city actually blocking off my entire driveway to dump a bunch of concrete into a hole they decided to make outside of my driveway at the beginning of the week with Eversource. So Eversource came, ripped up the street and the yard of my neighbors for whatever pipe, for whatever reason. And then today they came and did that. So right now they are blocking off my street, my driveway, and making a shit ton of fucking noise. I could give a fuck less about the noise, but just in case it aggravates all of you, that is the ridiculous noise that you're hearing. And well, this is not a soundproof room, so you may hear some of the. Sorry, guys, my sister is really sick since last night, and so I may need to take a second at any given point to check my text messages from her. My niece has been sick. Hold on one second, guys. I also need to shut my sound off. Okay, so there's a few things. One of which is it is raining lawsuits on the sewer turtle. Absolutely raining fucking lawsuits. So not only is he being sued by the Alberts, McCabes, and Higgins, but he's also being sued by another one of his victims. Okay? Yeah, it's bound to get worse. I mean, today is the day that they're supposed to give us the decision on the 209As, which are the restraining orders. And as we know, Aidan fraudulently tried to file one on Meredith by fucking lying to the court and doing what he always does, which is misleading, misleading the goddamn court. So, good morning. So, I will pull up, actually. As a matter of fact, let me pull up something else first. Let me pull up something else first. I keep trying to do 7 things at once, and it's not working. Ugh, you guys, I'm just. All right. I'm sorry. I'm having just having one of those weeks, one of those days. I apologize, guys. Okay, so, and I still didn't turn the, for fuck's sake, volume down on my phone. That might help us, right? If I do that, probably will. So I got on early today at 11 because I have to leave. Aw, have so much fun. Have fun for me, Kay, while you're there. Disney sounds like a freaking blast. I wish, my friends, I wish. All right. So, I have so much going on in my life. I feel like I never get to take a breather, My daughter's having a sleepover on Saturday night, but we may do a Saturday night 7:30 p.m. show to have Donna on. Because she's got some things to share with us and information to talk about when it comes to her case with Aidan. And so before girl, listen, I haven't even had coffee. I have so much going on just today alone. I'm just like all over the place trying to figure out how I'm going to be Superwoman in a way that I don't know how to. I'm only one human, and, you know, I can only do so much. Oh, he violates YouTube guidelines like 99.9% of the time, but YouTube doesn't do anything about it. That's a whole nother story when it comes to a whole nother legal issue that has been going on for quite some time and will continue to go on until it is resolved with YouTube or it ends up in court. Yep, start to finish. We'll be there all as long as we need to be from start to finish. So before I forget to do this, because you guys know I'm real good at not doing this in the beginning of the show because there's so much I just want to get to. But I need to learn how to slow myself down and do it because we don't rely on sponsors. We don't rely on a cult, unfortunately. And so our income comes from all of you. And so for all of you who can, I'd appreciate if you hit the like button, a subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Those things are free to do. Share the video, of course, free to do that. It's free to hype the video when it's not live anymore. It takes about 15 minutes or so, 10 to 15 minutes after it's not live anymore for that hype button to pop up. But if you can, hype the video, I 100% will greatly appreciate that. If you can help monetarily, we are, in need. We are a small channel. We don't rely on a sewer cult to share our viewers like the Messi Machado Ethels of the world and the Wildo, the Glarers of the world who lie to their audiences because they need to kiss the turtle's ass. I see Kim's doing a lot of that at the moment, and it's unfortunate at this point that some of these people can't just come clean and ask for forgiveness because it's just the truth is it's going to come out. It is, right? It simply is. But for those of you who can, we have a bunch of different ways to support the channel. If you haven't gotten a membership, get yourself a membership. You can do super chats and super stickers, but the most direct routes for a small channel like mine are these Cash App and Venmo, PayPal, Chime, Revolut. Those are in the description, the Chime and the Revolut, although they are the same as Cash App and Venmo. We have PayPal and we have our Justice Chats at the top. You can click on that, enter any amount you want. It works for any credit or debit card. I appreciate any and all support. See, I get it. Lana's doing this case too, but to be fair to everyone who's been covering all the information that Lana's giving now, that I've been giving it for 3 years. I've been giving it for fucking 3 years. You know what I mean? Like if people had, listened back then, like maybe we wouldn't be in this position, right? Maybe we wouldn't be in this shitty position now if people had fucking listened to us when we were trying to tell them that he is a shitty human being. Oh, Donna, thank you. Aw. I love you. Appreciate you, my friend. Donna sends $20 and says, pizza. Oh, another Venmo. Hold on. Oh, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you, every last one of you. And I know even some of you don't get along with one another. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate you, my friend. I know a lot of you don't get along with one another, but you guys do a great job of doing it here. And I appreciate all of y'all so much, like so much. Lana saying he submitted things as MO and it was Lana. I don't know anything about that. Saturday, we're going to do a special Saturday show so Donna can go over her case and the stuff going on with it. I see it. I see that 20. I have another one. Hold on. Oh. I have $100 from Anonymous, and because I'm not going to read people's government names if I don't have that permission yet. But I appreciate that so much. You guys have no idea. It's a struggle. And sometimes it feels like what the hell is actually going on? Like, is anyone listening? Am I speaking into the fucking abyss sometimes? Like that's sometimes what it feels like. Thank you, Sassy. Thank you so much for coffee. You guys know I love it. It's the one thing that I treat myself to is coffee. Rando's right. If you press share and you still don't share, it counts. Like it, for some reason, kicks in the algorithm. So even if you don't actually share the video, but you click that share button, for some reason, it still does that. You know, like, so that's pretty good if you ask me. Pretty damn good if you ask me, but I don't know why it does that. But the algorithm itself is fucking weird when it comes to YouTube. Why is my phone? I mean, I know why my phone's freezing. It's fucking old, but well, I think we're probably gonna cover it differently to be fair to myself and to Lana. Lana's not from this state, and she probably doesn't know a lot of the people that I know. I've helped a multitude of the victims, a lot of the victims, and so I just have information that like other people aren't going to have. But also, the amount of information that I sit on sometimes and don't say anything about, because it's, if I don't have permission from a victim to say something or to talk about something, then I'm not going to do it. Like, that's just, see, that's the difference between me and fucking Aidan, is I don't throw people under the fucking bus for no goddamn reason, for funsies, right? Just to get the information out first. Someone else might very much as well be getting the information out first before I do, because they find out before the victim wants them to find out. I'm not in a rush to get the information out so quickly as to shit on the victim and their wishes. I mean, it's more important to me that the victim have their wishes of whether something is out or not. Like, you guys know how I operate by now. This is not something that is a secret, right? I don't operate that way. I never have, and I never fucking will. It's unfortunate that this is the shit that has to happen for people to start waking up. You know, oh God, imagine like if that was a real model, right? Of, hey, you can make a shit ton of money by just terrorizing and harassing people. Like, that's the problem that we have, right? Is if people watch him being rewarded for the very shit behavior, like they then think it's okay. And so it's like, we have to change that. We have to change that culture of being like, this is not okay. This is not the way people do things. Like, this is not the way to treat other human beings, you know? It's just not. He said in his affidavit that Meredith did a video with some documents or information. The video, oh yeah, so the video, yeah, so the video was Lana's, and she just shared it. And so that was, I mean, the judge is going to know that, though, and I'm sure they put that in their the 5 pages that they had to sort of like wrap it all up and bow, because that's what he does. Oh, and she called the court. Good. Because that's what he does. That's what he fucking does. Right? But you guys have to remember that this is the stuff that he does. He will bring fake evidence, false evidence that he created himself into a court, into a police station, and use court as evidence. And he has done this to a multitude of people, including one of his victims who has been dealing with this for years and years and years. So Kylie Kurpatre is one of those victims. She has been dealing with this shit for years. She was wrongfully arrested, just like Ashley was, and spent 6 years fighting this shit. You know, 6 fucking years. Imagine spending 6 fucking years with your rights being taken away, with your livelihood being affected, with your child's life being affected, because a sewer turtle lied to the court, because he lied to some cops, because he just didn't like you, because someone paid him to write a fucking hit piece about you. Girl, listen, me either. The struggle is real, my friend. It is fucking real. Yeah, I mean, this is the shit. There you are, darling. Yeah, well, I mean, he takes away from everybody. It's not just me. Look at Meredith. She doesn't have a job now, and that's because of him. And Kylie spent 6 years. Ashley spent multiple years. Like, these are fighting false charges and false pieces of information that he put in so he could just, quote, win, right? Oh, he's definitely having a panic attack right now. It is not a good week to be him. Did he actually think that this shit wouldn't catch up with him? Yeah, I'm going to play that later. Mr. Why don't they sue me? You know what I mean? No, he can't remember them all. He can't remember them all. He can't remember all of his lies. He can't. He simply cannot, you know? He did get his wish, you know? I mean, the clerk absolutely can tell the court, like, that's my video. It's not hers. And so, like, the clerk can tell the judge, like, listen, this was misrepresented, and the person who owns it called to say it was misrepresented. So So, I mean, but that's the stuff he does. Cherry pick, misrepresent, right? It's what he does. She didn't leak shit, you know? Oh my God. Yeah, he is just something else, you know? He's just a something else. It's a sex move, of course. It's a woman facing the same way as the man. It's like who? I mean, he's just a fucking creep, you know? He's a fucking creep. He's a simple fucking creep. I mean, she's just another content creator who kind of jumped into this. Um, Not everyone knows who she is either. I had to Google. Hey, you know what? Google is something that we all use, my friends. Don't worry. So, okay, this is Kylie. Okay, and so yesterday, Kylie had announced that she herself had filed an unlimited civil action against Aidan in Napa County, California, for complaint for damages. Aidan is the defendant for defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, harassment, and related misconduct. This action arises from defendant Aidan Kearney's publication of false defamatory statements about plaintiff Kylie Kurpatre through online platforms, including blog posts and social media. Defendant engaged in a pattern of conduct that has included publishing misleading and unverified claims, encouraging public harassment, and coordinating or amplifying harmful narratives about the plaintiff. As a direct and proximate result of the defendant's actions, plaintiff suffered significant reputational harm, emotional distress, and economic damages. Defendant conduct was intentional, malicious, and carried out with reckless disregard for the truth. So she's actually suing him in Napa County, California, for about the same thing. So wouldn't be a nice day to be the sewer turtle, you know? Yeah, no, it's Lana's video. Well, this is the problem: is you can't fail to understand why the new lawsuit was brought, you know? To me, if I haven't been charged and convicted, I'd also hate being published. Well, that's the thing. If you can't do that, right? That is defamation. You cannot knowingly do that, right? And it's true. The more he ruins people's lives, the happier he fucking becomes with himself. It's really sick. It's sick. It's sick. Okay? It's sick. It's just fucking sick. I mean, you can bet your ass that he's going to start doing some more fundraising, because now he's got 2 lawsuits and quite a few other things coming for him. Quite a few. And it's all on camera. Like, that's the thing, is even in the Alberts, the McCabes, and the Higgins lawsuit, everything in there is supported by evidence he put out there himself, like a fucking idiot. Like a fucking idiot. Well, that's the thing. There's only a few that are, quote, public because they're impounded right now. They're impounded. The judge impounded it. Here's the thing, right? You got a voice to a name for Benny. That's so funny. I know his voice. I know it well. Well, you're right. He's not a man. He is a fucking child. Makes tantrums like children. So, my children never made tantrums, right? Right? Add it to the list, Donna, right? Fucking add it to the list. I think you can safely say there's a couple of people who will be adding their lawsuits to that list. The kids in all of this whole thing are victims. Kylie's kid, Aidan's kids, like every one of these fucking kids connected to any of this shit is going to have to see this. It's awful. Hey, Lisa, it's awful. It's awful. It does. Research on your own. Make sure you research on your own. You have to research. You have to. You just have to. Okay? You absolutely fucking have to. So, well, that's the thing, right? He's going to have a hard time winning any of these lawsuits. Okay? In Kylie's case, her rights were restricted. Her actual fucking rights were restricted. So she was, so she wrote a post here. Let's read this one. The amount of people involved in my wrongful arrest is impressive. From school district staff, parent volunteers, city workers, estranged family, and one cop who kept getting passed over promotion after promotion. She even sued the city after she didn't get promoted for arresting me. Your position hasn't changed and you lost the lawsuit. How much taxpayer money did you use? Why did you say there was a bomb in my house? Was it all worth it? Right? So she was actually diagnosed Here we go. This was a good one that she posted the other day. Where the auditors who are digging into Turtleboy's sources. If you knew the person who recruited him to write about me is a psychic, would you question her authenticity? Aidan did many shows stating I lied about cancer for financial gain. That is very easy for me to prove. Should we ask Gina the psychic? Note, the year on her email threat and the year of her near-death stunt are 2015. Keep in mind, we have identical birthdays. She's been obsessed with me for over 30 years. Wild. I was able... So basically, Kylie was diagnosed in 2022 with cervical cancer, okay? With cervical cancer. And Aidan decided that because he didn't like her and wrote a hit piece about her, he's going to say that she doesn't have cancer and she doesn't need help. And, you know, after destroying her life, he needs to call her a not cancer patient. Now, where have we heard that before with Aidan telling people that someone doesn't have cancer who has cancer? Well, he's done it to Kevin, right? And he's, quote, team cancer, right, to try to hurt Lisa. Yesterday, Nick Rocco said that his 1-year-old daughter, when she was 1, had cancer. Now she's 13. She's been cancer-free for 12 years, which is amazing. And Kylie had written a response to him about what she went through when it came to him and that. So, where is it? Yeah, it's so an unlimited suit is for damages over $35,000 in California. A limited one would be under 35,000. So that's the difference. Let's see, where is it? April 16, Turtleboy announced he was being sued for harassment, defamation of Jen McCabe and other witnesses for the Karen trial. He states he's known this was coming for a month, doesn't have a lawyer, and hopes Karen will help. He's doing great.
That is one thing I feel very...
Oh, let's see what they did. This is a clip someone put.
Yo, so I got sued today. I need a lawyer. This is gonna be expensive as fuck. This looks expensive.
Yeah.
We just got to raise the money. I will not be using Bradle.
I gotta raise the money, guys. I need y'all to give me another $300,000 right away. Chop, chop, y'all. Chop, chop. I need y'all to give me $300,000 for a civil attorney to defend me. He's gonna have a hell of a time finding a civil attorney that's going to defend him, especially in the Albert McCabe Higgins suit, because that lawyer is the lawyer who sued Alex Jones and won. The biggest reward in history when it comes to those kind of suits. It was in the billions, okay? Billions, with a B, folks, with a B. He is going to have to find an attorney that's going to go up against that attorney and lose, because any attorney looking at this is going to know they're going to lose, right? So what attorney is going to want to take that, lose miserably, and be involved with this fuck? You know? I can't. A woman called in JFK and said that their content creator who showed up to the Karen Reed arraignment, footage that was never seen before. The arraignment? I don't know anybody who went to the arraignment. That was early on. You know? No, it doesn't make it right to fucking harass people, dude. I mean, this is catching up to him. This is catching up. Let's watch the rest of the clip.
Or Bettero as lead counsel for this. I can tell you that much right now. That is one thing I feel very confident in. They don't have the time for this. They don't have the bandwidth.
Oh.
And we are going to prosecute the McAlberts for murder. I got to figure.
You know what's so funny about that is he can't prosecute anyone for anything. Number one. Number two, no court in America is going to take that with no fucking evidence. Okay, like he's really just talking out his ass at this point. Literally,
Karen. About how
you guys want to know why he's talking out his ass? He needs to rile up the people who don't like the Alberts and who don't like the McCabes and who don't like the Higgins of the world. He needs to rile them up with the hate, hoping that that hate turns into dollars for himself. Isn't that amazing, right? He goes after anybody and everything if they need a little bit of help, right? Like I'm one of the smallest creators of the bunch of these idiots, and they have quite a lot to say about me. I don't make the kind of money they do. I wish I don't, right? I'm smaller. I'm a smaller channel. But I would have to compromise my morals. I would have to compromise my morals if I wanted to get to where they are quickly, fast, and make fast money. I would have to compromise what I fucking stand for, what I believe in. I would have to start lying. Like, no, I'm not fucking doing it. I refuse to do it. I'm not fucking doing it. I don't give an actual fuck. Not happening. Not fucking happening. Yeah, I mean, there is money raised, but I'm sure he claims he's used that already in his criminal stuff, you know? And Ashley's right. Like, he goes after anybody who's online begging people to give him $300,000 when he just put $200,000 cash down on a home. Maybe you should have saved that $200,000 cash, sir, for your civil case. No one fucking feels bad for you, okay? You want to know why no one else is being sued for this shit? Because everyone else knows the fucking boundaries of being a decent human being. I love that for him too. I mean,
how's this gonna work? I don't know. So it's great. Yo, so I got sued today. I need a lawyer. This is gonna be expensive as fuck. This looks.
So by the way, I'm gonna let this play just out the full thing. But by the way, he's known that he was getting sued for 30 days. They have to send a letter ahead of time and basically let him know that he's being sued. So he has known this for a month. He's known that it was coming out publicly for the last month. So I don't know, like, he's been keeping it very hush hush. You'd think he'd want to, I mean, maybe he was waiting for it to hit the docket, or maybe he thought it just wouldn't hit the docket. Like, sir, you're an actual fool if you thought that wouldn't happen. Then you smash that one on top of the Kylie's lawsuit, and then you smash that one on top of the other things that I know that are happening behind closed doors at the moment. And he's going to have a real hell of a year.
It's expensive. We just got to raise the money.
Imagine
I will not be using Bradel or Betterow as lead counsel for this. I can tell you that much right now. That is one thing I feel very confident in. They don't have the time for this. They don't have the bandwidth. And we are going to prosecute the McAlberts for murder.
No,
I got to figure this out with Karen about how is this going to work?
So he says he has to figure this out with Karen on how this is going to work. Let me spell it out for you, Aidan, so you understand how this is going to work. Because any attorney with any sense in them is going to do the following. First, they're going to send this motion into court to sever the case from yours so that you are not co-defendants, sir. They're going to be separate defamation cases. Now, a judge may not allow that, or the judge could allow that. I think the judge would allow it. You know, I just think that would happen. The judge would allow it to be severed. But, you know, Karen's attorneys most likely will sever so that it will make it into two cases. Why would she want anything to do with him? If you have any common sense as an attorney, you sever away from him, right? First of all. Secondly, she's not responsible for his fucking he thinks in his head that, like, because they're co-defendants right this very second, that she's going to have to help him figure out how to fight this. Because if she can't figure out how to fight this with him, then she can't fight it for herself. Yeah, he's dead wrong. She could just fight it herself and leave you to get swallowed up by the hole that you dug yourself into, sir. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Is her lawyers are going to file to sever if they have any sense whatsoever. It's going to sever, and then he's going to be left holding the bag like the good little asshole that he is. Yeah, not unique, not smart. And you can make that free speech argument until the end of time, but no one on planet Earth is buying it. I think it was also a smart legal move to file it in Barnstable, which is down the Cape. Because you can bet your ass that most of the people who live in the Cape are older and can't stand this fucking little puke and want nothing to do with the very vile and disgusting things that he says. So I think that was a legal tactic to file it in Barnstable County, which is the Cape, you know? I don't watch it either, KB. I'm not the only, listen, I'm with you on that, you know? See, that's the other thing. Imagine, no, it was 40 to 50,000, Chris, remember? 40 to $50,000 a month he claimed he made. 40 to 50, that's in a magazine. So you can bet your ass if he claimed he made 40 to 50,000, he was probably either like saying he made more than he did or saying he made less than he did because he knew he was getting a divorce, one or the other. I would guess he probably downplayed it a little because he knew he was going to get a divorce, right? So that's my guess, at least. Okay, that's my guess. So imagine also being as stupid as you are to illegally record a conversation you have with David Gidetti, Alan Jackson, and Karen. Not just Karen herself, but between the lawyers and her. He illegally records the conversation, and of course they put that in the filing, which means they have it. You put $200,000 down for a house. You might want to sell that house, bud. You might want to sell that house, you know? No, I know you don't freeze because you're a smart person, and I have faith that you know exactly what to believe and what not to believe, you know? Yeah, he thinks he's going to get the band back together. The problem with that is there's no band going back together. What's going to happen is Karen's going to sever, and he's going to be left by his lonesome to deal with his own shit. Why would she ever help him? No one on planet Earth wants to help that man. No one on planet Earth wants to be involved with him in any way, shape, or form, you know? I hope that too, Miss GNX, but unfortunately, it's not the way it works. You know, we know that some of these people are, right? Ask Melanie Little to help you, Aidan. Ask the Cupcake to help you. She's got some money in the bank. Ask her to help out, you know, which is so funny because you know she isn't going to, right? I mean, he was done making me as an enemy. For what? Because you couldn't come clean about your fucking habits of just being a philandering piece of shit? It's not my problem. That's not my secret to keep. Oh my God, he's mad. Good. He's a fucking piece of shit too. You can be mad too, because I just want to point out that they were very clear that their investigation into other content creators is not over and other suits may be filed against other content creators who did this shit. So Baker might want to, you know, rub that on his chest and put that in his fucking juice box and suck it. All right. Some people are just gross, you know? He ain't been paying his bills. I got sued today. We have to make that into a song, guys. That has to be made a song. I'm gonna have to work on an AI song tonight. I got sued today. I feel like that's a country song, don't you? I feel like it's country, you know? Agreed. Well, that's exactly it, right? On top of everything else. Yeah, this is way out of Brado's league. Way out of his league. Not only that, but we're talking civil cases, right? So now he's got to deal with the civil case in California, a civil case here, possibly 2 civil cases in Jersey. That sounds like so much fun, Aidan. It sounds like so much fucking fun. They don't have the time or bandwidth equals. They already told him no. Yeah, they definitely told him no because they cannot represent him in that. They would get steamrolled, dude. Steamrolled. He is on his fucking own. Oh, absolutely. Because you know he'll be pushing that. Like, I need your money, folks. I need your money to get myself out of the shit that I put myself in. Fucking insane. Oh, you fixed it? See, I couldn't do that. I know tech, but I wouldn't be able to fix it. Good for you, Standing. That's not me. I couldn't do that, you know? Well, yeah, it is illegal. It's false pretenses. It's also deceptive business practice, which I have been saying for a while, and they actually pointed out in the lawsuit yesterday was it's deceptive business practice, right? You cannot go into business using harassment as a model for business. It's not a fucking model for business. That's not how shit works, dude. It's not a fucking thing. It's just not a thing. Sever. That's the word I have to say. Sever. You can't sever in Michigan. Oh, you can here. You can here. And the judges often will sever them. If that's what's going to happen, you know? Oh, his poor mother had cancer. Imagine saying that you're team cancer when your mother died of cancer. You know what I mean? Imagine saying team cancer just to hurt Lisa. Imagine saying team cancer and then constantly telling people who have cancer that they don't have cancer. He actually one time tried to imply that my daughter doesn't have her rare disease, which everyone who's ever come across me or my child in their entire life knows that that is fucking false and that she was born with their disease and she's been a guinea pig since the day she was fucking born. Okay? So this is the shit he does, right? It's going to say, Kevin doesn't have cancer. Kylie doesn't have cancer. Like, why fucking say shit like that if you don't expect to get sued? You should be sued. You should be sued. Oh, absolutely. And that's half the problem is they'll hide it and certainly will. But what I hope is they put a lien on his home. They put a lien on his fucking home and he has to sell it to pay out what he needs to pay out, you know? Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I found so funny, Miss GNX, is he actually thought that this lawsuit would have put him back in Karen's orbit. No, sir, it does not. She doesn't have to give any actual fucks about you. She has her attorneys filed to sever, even if they don't sever, right? Even if the judge says, no, I'm not severing these cases, right? Even if the judge does that, she does not have to work with Aidan at all on a single fucking thing. He's on his own. On his fucking own. I think she should sue him too. That would be amazing. That would be just a beautiful turn of events, right? Oh, of course. He'll put it on everyone and anyone, including Karen. Make no mistake about that. I believe that he would throw his own family under the bus if he thought he would get out of it, you know? Well, that's the thing. If anything he touches turns to shit, you know? I'm glad he's being sued by multiple people right now, and there's probably more to come. So he's being sued by the Alberts, McCabe, and Higgins. He's being sued by Kylie. He's probably going to be sued by 2 people in New Jersey. And then to top that off, he's got some incoming issues of his own action, right? If I wonder if he gets sued by Meredith, I'd sue him if I was her. I mean, sounds like a fun time, Aidan, spending all your days in court being fucking sued into oblivion because you're just such a piece of shit. Is it worth it, Aidan? Is it worth it to get up there and lie about people 24/7, make shit up for a couple bucks, right? For your turtle chats, for your merchandise, if you have to then spend all of that money paying other people when you get fucking sued? A lot of people washed their hands of him a long time ago. He doesn't seem to get Randanza to take it. Randanza's not too happy with him. I'll put that out there. So Randanza probably doesn't want shit to do with him at this point. He blows up every relationship that, you know, has anything to do with anything. He burned that fucking bridge. That's so funny to me. It's so funny. He's just so diabolical. I don't know why anyone would want to be within fucking a foot of him. You know, he needs to embrace they're not one entity, but he does. They're not stronger. He doesn't seem to understand that. You know, I would run as fast as I could if I was these people. Yeah, the judge absolutely can refuse to sever. Yep, sure can. You know, well, not just his phone extractions. A lot of this information was just on his live streams. A lot of it was just simply on his live streams. He said it. He did it. No, but he screenshotted a ton of signal messages, and also he sent those around to brag. He sent those around to brag. He didn't keep them to himself. You know, I'm sure the Claire Wildo and his minions will help Aidan. It's really disgusting to see, to be honest. You know, it's really disgusting. It just makes me sick. I don't think they will. I haven't really watched much of her coverage on this. Right? Sue Turtle got sued. Right? Country. It's a country song. Whiskey Tim, and yeah, come on, dude. It's it's the same. It's like a defamation suit, intentional infliction of emotional distress, harassment, and related misconduct. It's an unlimited civil action, so it means over 35,000 in damages. That's what's called in California. Oh yeah, absolutely, because he can't help himself. You know. Yeah, so that's the other thing. If lawyers are afraid that it'll ruin them, why would anyone want to take on the, you know, beast of a lawyer that the Alberts and McCabe's have in this case? Again, this lawyer is the lawyer who took on Alex Jones, and Alex Jones had to admit he was lying, he lost, and it was fucking a couple $1 billion. What was the damages? Why would anyone want to take on that lawyer? Especially for him. For him, of all people. Come on, man. You gotta think about that. You know what? Nurse Kim should. She should fake nice them into oblivion like she's trying to do still. Oh, I don't doubt that, but she clearly made a lot of money off of Karen. Isn't that funny, huh? Oh, he's bringing that mantra back. Like, if you don't support Aidan, then you don't support Karen. Funny, he's the most anti-Karen person out there. Isn't that amazing? Well, see, I don't believe he pays taxes, but if you're smart like me, you file as a sole proprietorship and you pay your fucking taxes. You know. I know she called. Yeah, someone said that. Like, Meredith did not fucking produce or make that video. She shared it. We're probably listening to me. Who fucking knows? Who knows? Somebody more should be sued. Yeah. There are so many people that could be sued in this, and they better hold on for dear life. You know? I mean, that's his famous thing, is to blackmail everyone. You know? That's a great idea. He can sell his new house for his lawyer's fees. It's a great idea. You know? Jimmy and Tommy. Don't forget about those two. Agreed. I hope he can't, because that's what he does. He goes after people who can't afford the attorneys to sue like back. And that's what he does. He goes after those people knowing that they don't have the money to sue him. And that's how he's gotten away with it this long. I'll tell you, that time's over. That time is fucking over. That time is absolutely fucking over. I have some more information for you guys I'm going to share in a second. But I agree with you from A to B. You're no match for that attorney. None at all. He needs to pay for his own shit. Absolutely. That will be, I mean, to be fair, that'll be Colin's house and then some. Do you know what I mean? She's going to have to file the sever. That's the only smart move. I mean, he's such a sad sack. He's not going to sell it. He's going to expect everyone else is going to give him the money for it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Guaranteed. You know? I mean, they will show up. Yeah, 45,000. We've talked about this. 45,000 plus reports about him, and they were all ignored by Google, aka YouTube. Why? For monetary gain. That is illegal, folks. So when you put all together all the things that they did to not take his channel down for financial gain, it becomes a problem, a legal problem, nonetheless. So that could be a lawsuit of itself, you know? No, see, that's the funny part. The people in the pink shirts will not show up for him. That's the funny fucking part. That is the funny part. You know? That's the funny part, is that's not going to happen. Good morning. Yeah, we have that. 45,000, over 45,000, and that was over a month ago. So I'm, you know, it's more now, but over 45,000 reports. And they ignored them. Complaints on his YouTube channel, yeah. Fans, followers, whatever you want to call them, cultists, you know, a lot of them will comment on my video and I just have to laugh at them and pray that they get out of the cult, you know? They'll get everything. It's not an option. They will take it, they will put the government will pull it out themselves, you know? It's just crazy. You should get Linda Guinea before she keels over. What is, I forget her name. Bangs. That's Bangs. No, he can't. I mean, they're not going to do civil cases. He's not kicking them in the curb, but they can't do civil cases, and they certainly can't go up after this attorney. They will get smacked down. You know, most lawyers do recommend settling. Do you think he's going to do that? He's too egotistical. You know. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Yeah, I know. She said that. I don't think that they're going to arrest him for perjury. Almost never do they actually fucking charge someone with the perjury, you know? Yeah, they're criminal, not civil, so that's the dream. But, you know, he's committed way more crimes that I think would put him behind bars before perjury would. You know, he always commits perjury, literally always, when he gets on a stand. You know? It's not only about if they can win the case, you know, money too. But you have to know that you're going to lose this case and that your reputation is going to be sullied by this douche nozzle. Do you think people really want that? I don't want to hear about stress in his life. The stress that he has put upon my life, he can go fuck himself 7 ways from Sunday. You know? He uses anyone he can to shit on. Like, I guarantee you he gaslit Deanna. It was like, it's Meredith's fault that they called you a cokehead, Deanna. No, it's Aidan's fault. He's the one who brought that to the forefront. And of course, she was going to have to defend herself. What choice do you have but to defend yourself? So you defend yourself and you put the whole thing out there. It's Aidan's fault. Had he not needed to bring something that was completely irrelevant to a 209A in just to try to shame someone, then Deanna's name wouldn't be out there as known as a fucking cokehead that night. So that's on Aidan. But you can almost bet that he went to her and was like, I'm so sorry, blame it on Meredith. It's Meredith's fault. Like, no, A, it's your own fault. And B, it's his fucking fault. Like, stop it. Stop it. Yeah, I saw that too. And then he tried to say, oh, no, that was about you, Nick. How the fuck would that be about Nick? There's nothing to do with Nick. You know what I mean? Nothing to do with him. That doesn't make any sense. Like, but of course he was like, no, I wasn't saying about Karen. I was saying about Nick. No, you were saying about both of them. Let's be honest. Come on. Oh, she paid for defense team lunches. I mean, that's great and all, but she made quite a bit of money off of that case. So why didn't she help out? You know, why didn't she help out her good old friend Aidan here? She stimps for so hard. It should be coming today, Amy. Yes. You know, it's just sad. A lot of people did, and then they got shit on, right? He does. Agreed. 100% agreed. He absolutely does. So it's interesting news. It's just proving more of his lies. He's being sued by Kylie Kurpatre, one of his other victims, and the Alberts and the McCabes and Higgins. So both of those lawsuits have hit the public yesterday. I know that a lot of people didn't see the Kylie stuff. I knew about it ahead of time, but it was not mine to tell until she was ready to put that information out there. So, and they will, which is sad. And that's the funny part, is having them believing you're going to find magical things in Discovery. I promise you that's not going to happen. The only magical things you're going to find in Discovery are the things that Aidan said and did that people have been saying he said and did for a long time and no one listened to us on, you know? Oh, I'm going to play that clip in a little bit about him, demanding to be sued. Well, but you're allowed to, you're allowed to, have people donate directly to you. That's not like against the thing. But at the same time, he was demonetized for a long time. So he couldn't do super chats because he was demonetized. He wasn't monetized, but they still make money. Even if you're demonetized, YouTube still makes money off of your views. So, you know what I mean? YouTube's weird like that. Also, of course, they want you to be able to be monetized, right? If you can be, because they take a hefty chunk of your memberships, your super chats, your super stickers, your super thanks, and YouTube pays out the next month. So for instance, today's the 17th of April. Anything I get from April 1st to April, the last day of April, anything I get in the month of April in super chats, super stickers, memberships, or super thanks, all through YouTube, I do not get paid for until between the 21st and the 25th of May. So the next month. They pay one time a month for the month prior, if that makes sense. So of course they want you to be able to get monetized, but he was demonetized for stuff during COVID. And so they still make a hefty amount of money on views, right? That they don't give you. They make quite a bit on the views. So they're still making money hand over fist, whether he's monetized or not, He's going to have to settle. He doesn't have a choice. Otherwise, he can lose a trial. And then you know what that means in Massachusetts, right? Treble damages. Treble damages is up to 3 times the amount. Times 3, which is why lawyers will say, fucking settle. Because if you lose a trial, guess what? You can pay treble damages. And also, that's not agreeing to the fact that they will even want to settle. If they don't want to settle and they want to go to trial, like, civil defense can cost a hell of a lot more. I think everyone knew this was coming. He hopes lawyer will take it. Have the DUI guy help you out, Aidan. That's the sad part, Beth, and welcome, is the First Amendment does not protect him from harassment, from abuse, from defamation. It does not protect him from fucking lying through his teeth and knowing that he's lying through his teeth. And that's the part that really gets me, is they donate because they think he's some sort of hero and it's a cause. It's not a cause. You know what's a cause? The people who have fucking stuck their neck out, like me, Ashley, Kylie, there's some people behind the scenes, people out there. I know Kate had been, ringing the alarm for quite some time, and other people, Shannon, who used to have to deal with him. She's a Turtleboy, Chamber of Secrets account. A lot of these people have been ringing the alarm on Aidan for quite some time. I've been ringing the alarm since 2023. Like, we didn't pander, no matter how much harassment we've dealt with, and it's fucking a lot, and it never stops. It's constant. It's every day from these fucking lunatics that follow him. Okay? You have to know that you're going to deal with that to be able to open your mouth and say, like, I'm going to say the truth. I'm going to stick up for the victims, and I'm not going to back down. Because how people backing down and shutting up and going away is how he's gotten away with this for as long as he has. People are now starting to wake up and starting to speak out. Okay? And if we don't reward the people by whether it's hitting the like button, following them, I think Kate has something called like buy a coffee or something like that. I don't have that, but or supporting streams like mine or other people and supporting them in whatever way that they need, whether it's retweeting their stuff, liking their stuff, making other people aware that it's there. Like, those are the people who are trying to ring the alarm on him, right? And I know there's plenty of people who are working really hard behind the scenes, who have been for a really long time on a lot of this shit. And it's unfortunate to watch people throw money at something they think is going to be some sort of movement or some sort of thing, a First Amendment. It's not. It's going to fail miserably, and it's sad because all of those people, at least the people who do come out of the cult, I've heard so many of them be like, I wish I could get a fucking refund. You know what I mean? Like, because they thought they were supporting something good or someone good. In reality, it's someone really shitty, right? Absolutely, Ash. Absolutely. Like someone really fucking shitty. It's just gross. And that's what they do. Gang up on people, hurt people. He doesn't have the money to settle. I agree. You know? And I would want my justice too. I'd want that shit to go through a trial. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking blame them. If I had the money to sue, I would. You know what I mean? No worries, Ash. Yep. I mean, it can be. Absolutely. Massachusetts doesn't really do shit about perjury, which kind of pisses me off. Is why yeah, Team Shirley Max. I'm with you, Miss GNX. You know? I'm with you. I agree with you. I mean, it's for me, I'm just going to keep calling it a cult because that's what it is. And everybody who gets out of it actually agrees it's a cult. Oh, SD did. So it says Melanie didn't pay for lunches. SD did. I don't know who paid for lunches, but nonetheless, he's a piece of shit. You know, yes, he is manipulative as fuck. Yeah, of course he wants them to get back together, Natalie. You know, that's never happening. She's going to sever that shit. And even if the judge says no, right, he's still on his own. I don't think he realizes that. Stop it. Happy Friday. I love it, right? Happy Friday. Well, I mean, again, he's being sued by them. He's being sued by Kylie Kurpatre. Like, and the lawsuits don't stop there. I calculate that he has got at least 2 coming out of New Jersey soon. Like, yeah, I say this all the time. He's doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. It's a definition of insanity when it comes to him, you know? There was a lot of fucking lives that were ruined. Aidan has ruined a lot of lives himself long before this whole debacle, but just even more during the debacle, right? Like, this is just gross, you know? Well, he is. It's deceptive. I told you before, it's deceptive business practice. And I wasn't shocked to see it in the lawsuit yesterday that it's deceptive business practice, you know? He's financially beneficial to them. That's why they don't take it down. Smaller channels like mine will be taken down over nothing, ever the smallest of violations. Well, that's the bottom line, is it's going to go in the pockets of other people. Keep giving it to him because it's going to go in the pockets of the victims. And although I wish that it would go into the pockets of other victims who didn't have the money. So like, if I ever get up the money to fucking sue him, part of any settlement would be that there is a fund, okay, put together for other victims of his who did not have the capacity to pay for a fucking lawyer and sue. Okay, because there are so many people out there who were victimized and had their lives destroyed and really altered and don't have the money or time to sue him, who deserve as well to be made semi-whole, you know, semi-fucking whole. Yeah, they take a lot. They're assholes like that. Absolutely it is. The options for, at least especially a smaller channel. If I was a larger channel, it wouldn't matter to me whether YouTube took their 45 to 60%, depending on what it was, because I'd be able to survive on it, so it wouldn't matter. But smaller channels, it's definitely better to do the most direct routes if you can. And for those of you who are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I think you'll find that you'll be happy and join our community of people who are amazing, and they might not all believe the same thing in a case or a trial, but they're all kind to one another and respect each other's opinions. And I love that about my community, and it's one of the things that I am deeply proud of when it comes to my community. So welcome to all of you. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button. I'm trying to do this fast today, not super duper fast, but fast because I do have to leave by about 2:30. But if you can, and only if you can, we have super chats and super stickers and memberships with the most direct routes to the channel to help support us and keep us going. Our Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Revolut. We have an Amazon wish list. Yes, we do. We have our justice chats, which are at the top. You can click that button and enter any amount and enter any comment you want, and you can remain anonymous if you want. I never read anybody's government name ever. People usually just put who they are as their screen name. Because it's a safety issue. It's a safety issue. All right. Or you can just remain anonymous by saying that you want to remain anonymous. Cash App, I just have people do the little dollar tongue face if they want to remain anonymous, and I just say anonymous. But I don't read your real name anyway, unless I already know your your name on here, your sort of your at name, I'll call it your at name, then I don't read them because it's a safety issue, especially with cult. Kylie is one of his victims from 6 years ago, and she was falsely arrested, kind of like Ashley was falsely arrested, and had to deal with false charges because he wrote a story on her who he was paid to write from this woman who didn't like her, who claimed to be a psychic. And so she had to deal with her life being torn apart, her family's life being torn apart, and she was basically banned from the internet for like 2.5 years. She couldn't fundraise to sue him. She couldn't fundraise when she found out she had cancer in 2022 because of all of this. And so then her case was then dropped. They had to drop it because, well, there was no evidence or proof other than fucking Aidan's lies and some really shady cop, which, you know, is a whole nother story. But Aidan is the one who put the wheels in motion for this. And you know what it started with? Her son paying for school lunches or something like that to make the lunches free for kids so that they weren't shamed into, you know, the poorer kids weren't shamed or given like shittier lunches because they didn't have lunch money. You know, that's, again, anybody getting any attention is a problem for Aidan, and it was a problem for the person who didn't like Kylie. So they dropped her case last month, and now she can finally speak. And now she has filed suit in Napa County, California, for an unlimited civil action, which is damages over $35,000 for defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, harassment, and related misconduct. So good for her. I hope more people follow in her footsteps. Here is her portion of the Superior Court of the State of California, County of Napa. She's the plaintiff. He is the defendant, Aidan Kearney, and the complaint for damages is defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, harassment, and related misconduct. He is a piece of human fucking garbage. That's what he does. The First Amendment will not help him. It's not going to help him. It never will. You know? I'm getting sued episode. No, I'm not going to play the full episode. And me too. So we're at some point, it is Leah's birthday. Shh, I wasn't supposed to say anything yet. I was going to sing a whole happy birthday. Oh, there's no link for my wish list. Fuck. I probably forgot to put that in there. I have to actually manually put that in there, and I must not have. Oh, by the way, speaking of my wish list, who's the sneaky squirrel that bought the damn popcorn machine? You fucking sneaky little squirrels. Who bought the freaking pop? I'm going to play that clip. Who the fuck bought the damn popcorn machine? Because I realized when I went on there to put clothes on for my little for summer, because it's getting warm here and she has no shorts and tank tops. And so I'm like, never, ever, ever getting back together. I know, I love it. But I realized, and when I went there to put this thing on, I was like, wait a second, what the hell? Like, why is that off? And it was off. Somebody had purchased it. And I'm like, wait a second, who was the sneaky squirrel? But then I realized in that moment that whoever bought the friggin' thing, like, oh shit, hold on a second. I don't have the kernels to pop. I don't have the frickin' bags. I don't have the scooper. And I don't have butter. You have to have movie theater butter, man. I mean, you can't not, I mean, you have to. Shit, you're right. It's not there. I'm adding it right now into the, oops. But I'm like, who was the sneaky squirrel? My kids will love that thing. Love that thing, popping kernels and watching them. Like, the kids will have a freaking field day. But also the debit option isn't there. You are right. What is happening with myself today? My brain, I'm telling you, I've had a very long week in a lot of pain. Got a lot of shit going on. And so my brain is just like not wanting to participate in life today. It's not, it needs a participation trophy. All right. That's what it needs. My brain needs a participation trophy for today. Swear to God. That, and I don't think the stress helps. You know, anybody with any amount of stress, I don't think it helps. But I'm fixing it right now. Fixed it. Karma is a bitch, you know, and revenge is a motherfucker, but he deserves what is coming. I fixed it. I forgot to put it in there. I have to manually put it in there. Just put it in the chat too, but like I manually have to put it in there and I just forgot. Also, yes, I was going to sing a whole happy birthday song, but it's Leah's birthday today. Happy birthday, Leah. I love your stinking face so much. I hope she doesn't pop in today and she's just having an amazing, beautiful day today because she's one of my closest friends and my dearest friends. And I love her dearly. And I hope she's enjoying her beautiful birthday. They're beautiful. It very well might, but it's going to take quite a few. If one of these cases basically proves and then has a ending to it, then that can be used to give to YouTube to say, okay, time for you guys to do what you should have done a long time ago. You know, at some point they'll sever from his cause, but when? Freeze, like when? You know. I fixed it. Thank you guys for telling me. Yes, I will play the video. Hold on. I got like a million different. Oh, wait. Before I do that, there's an important thing I need to show you guys. Hold on. Yeah, a lot of people didn't. YBE. There's a lot of different. So I knew ahead of time that she was doing it, but I couldn't say anything. You know, like, again, I respect the victims and I respect their right to not want to talk about something until they're ready. And so, you know, I'm not that person that's just going to like spill everything they tell me. I'm not going to, that's not me. It's not how I operate. I just don't, I'm not doing it. Okay. Oh, his arrogance on the stand was disgusting. And I think that it should turn anyone off. But you want to know what? For some reason, some of these people are just like, oh, no, he's defending himself. Like, no, he's lying. Turtle heads. I loved that. Purple heads and turtle heads. Well, if Lana called the judge's clerk will tell him like it was misrepresented and it is not. And yeah, that can be told that it was coercive control because you're using false. So part of coercive control is using the court systems. That's part of the definition here in Massachusetts, is using the court system to harass, intimidate someone falsely. And that's what he's doing. So that is what he's doing. 60 days in prison crying like a bitch. All right. Oh, Lorelai, you bought it. I love you. Thank you so much. I saw it and I said, who the hell got the popcorn machine? I was so happy to see it come off of there, but then I realized, shit, I don't have the fucking kernels to pop. I don't have the like scooper thing that'll open up the bag, and I don't have the bags. It says it comes with a couple bags, but I read the reviews and every person said that it didn't come with the bags. They didn't get the bags. So I was like, whatever. I just put the kernels in the bags or whatever on the wish list, and when I get paid, if they're not off, then I'll get them. But that'll probably be after the machines aren't here. But whatever. The machine can wait. It'll be ready when I get the damn kernels. But I bet it's gonna taste delicious. Oh, yes, absolutely. I will send it to you. You mean my hotel, Ash? My hotel lease, okay? All right. I'm going to show you guys something. Well, he would, and he'd have to go on a Rumble. Yeah, it's their story to tell. And for me, anybody who has been a victim of his, who has come to me, knows that that's the way that I operate. Anything that I'm going to do and talk about when it comes to their experience with him, if it's not already publicly known, the first thing I do is ask them, talk to them. Like, is it all right? You know, because it's their story. You know, it's their story, it's their pain, it's their trauma, they had to live through it. I know what it's like to live through it. I lived through it with him. Okay. I'm still crawling out from all of the fucking lies he places atop of everyone. Like, imagine saying like someone's a dropout just out of nowhere, right? Like, that was his most recent thing about me, was like, oh, she's a dropout. Yeah, the problem with that is I graduated with a baby, with a newborn baby who was medically complex and had a G-tube taped to her face. I literally have pictures of her holding her in my cap and gown, okay, with her G-tube taped to her face. And then I have college student loans. So it's like amazing to me the lies that will come out of his mouth. If someone says, oh, well, she must be a high school dropout, he just spews that without checking. He doesn't care if it's true or not. Any way he could try to get one over on someone, it doesn't matter what he says, right? And ethics do matter, but I wish that would be more seen, right? Because what people are showing right now is that ethics don't matter to them. They are ready to just go throw away, flush down the toilet their money to give to Aidan or Jess or Will and be lied to. And then what happens is these people get really upset when they realize that they were lied to and all the evidence comes out and they realize they were lied to. It's like, bro, I tried to warn you. You can't even be mad. You can't even be mad. We tried to fucking warn you. You know? You are getting better, my friend. But being late is totally okay. It's understandable here, you know? The judge did say something to him when he didn't call him Your Honor. The judge was like, Your Honor, you can call me Your Honor, you know? It does help Meredith's credibility. It helps show that he's a fucking liar who likes to misrepresent and cherry pick, just like she said, you know? Oh, it didn't show up? That is weird. Lots of trialing to watch. My husband calls it that. He goes, you trialing today? That's what he calls it. Like if he has a day off, because his days off are one weekend day and 2 days of the week because they work 10 hours or more a day. And so he'll go, are you trialing today, with his little puppy dog face? And I'm like, yes, babe, I'm trialing today. Sorry, I cannot just snuggle you today, okay? I have to trial today. That's what he calls it. He calls it trialing. I don't understand why they have an ends fail vote, you know? But it is like letting him hang himself, if you will, you know? Well, that's the other thing. Even if I was a dropout, which I'm not, but even if I was, isn't that better than being walked out of a high school where I was a teacher by the deadly police? Just saying. Just saying. Lisa's 100% right. Like, even if, like, which isn't true, like, my student loans are out there for all to see. Like, okay, let me show you this real quick because this is important. So Jason just posted something 44 minutes ago. I read it before I came, well, as my thing was playing. My intro was playing, but this is important. Ready? Now this just goes to show, okay? Channel 7 just showed that fucking Aidan changed his profile pic to him and Karen. Oh my God, what a fucking weirdo. So Jason posted this. He said, it's a thread. Breaking thread. Despite Dr. Turtleboy claiming his Facebook account was hacked by Meredith and that he never played or sent his illegally wiretapped recording of Karen Read to anyone, this morning I received screen recordings of the Karen Read call that were made by Aidan. Sometimes I'll tell you it's hard, Magic. It's hard. It is hard. I'm a small channel, so sometimes it's like, sometimes I feel like I need the encouragement because it's like it gets difficult. I still deal with the harassment from these fucking people all the time. And it makes you feel like I'm not going to compromise my ethics and my boundaries to make more dollars. You can only hope that the people who watch your channel and support you, that the support picks up and that they, you know, they're the ones who can show like, this is the important stuff. This is what we want to talk about. We want to, you know, have someone who will tell us the truth and not lie. We want to have someone that will tell us things that the mainstream media won't. We want to have someone that will stand up against bullies and not back down because they were harassed, right? Like, and that's what I've been doing long before I had a YouTube channel, right? As a volunteer advocate, I've been doing this almost 20 years, you know? They're all big enough, darling. They're all like, I think the biggest one is 8x10, but any of them will fit underneath me. Any of them. There's a lot of space in the office. More space over here. Just the camera only shows to here, but there's more space well over there. It's where I keep all the shelves for the kids' games and stuff. We have a lot of games. We like the murder mystery games. We love those. Me and my older two love those. Shitty timing, Channel 7 news, but they're all big enough, darling. Thank you. Okay, so this is what else Jason said. All right, he said there was no hacking required, and the evidence definitively proves it was in fact recorded from his device by him. This is not the initial release of the recordings, as we can tell by the video loaded into the YouTube player, which was from September 30th. Note the Verizon tag. Okay. Yeah, college degree wouldn't make me better than anyone else anyway. Nowadays, you don't even like college degree is great and all, but that doesn't mean that someone has more. For instance, like I could have a college degree, but if I'm going to go for another job in a prison and someone with a degree in, corrections, which is not a thing, but like say it was, goes, I have more experience, right? So a college degree isn't always the end all be all, you know? That's exactly what matters. Is how you get through it, how you pick yourself up and dust yourself off and keep going, you know? Oh, thank you, Magic. I appreciate that. Probably more than you even realize, you know? A lot of the times when you guys buy from the wish list, I will get the most amazing notes. The most kind, like Laura sent me one when she sent the Instacart gift card, and a lot of them are just so heartfelt, you guys, that I'm like, my husband's like, are you crying? And I'm like, yes, because it's like you guys put your whole like love into writing these, like this one's from Survivor Patty. Like I saved them. I saved them because I'm making a collage out of them for my cork board that's going to go above me here. That was above me at the other place, All right, back to this. I know I'm so bad at like paying attention. My bad, guys. My bad. My bad. Right, experience, right? And I believe too that you take your life experience when you go, anywhere and deal with anything. Oh, girl, listen, I got some stories to tell you about that. Right, they're brilliant in the subject, but not anything else, right? Not anything else. That's the the problem. I'm like an information nerd. Like I love any and all. No, not yet. I got a like a stovetop one that Claire got me just so I could have something for now. But no, I did not yet. I tried to fix mine. I tried to fix mine fucking 7 ways from Sunday, to be honest with you. And when I did everything that they told me to do, and then everything else that anyone on YouTube told me to do and try, they said the only thing that I couldn't fix was if it was an internal part. And so I tried every other option of fixing it, and it ended up being obviously something on the inside, which they do not sell parts for. So that was the shitty part of that. That was the shitty part. So I'm like, Keurig, shit the bed. Another one bites done. I have been using the on the stove one, and instant basically is what I've been doing. So unfortunately, you guys know I like my coffee. All right. Okay, so he said there was no hacking required, and the evidence definitively proves it was in fact recorded from his device by him. This is not the initial release of the recordings, as we can tell by the video loaded into the YouTube player, which was from September 30th. Note the Verizon tag. Meredith O'Neill does not use Verizon as her cell phone carrier. What that means is that this recording did not come from her device. How can we say it came from his? This is where it gets very interesting. Remember the week of the Wilbur when Aidan got caught hitting on a 21-year-old? Embedded into the screen recording is a person by the same name reacting to Kearney's ridiculously lame "we're gonna be hot together" line. Basically, he says it's cringe. Aidan illegally recorded Karen Reed. He played it and shared it with others. So this is the chick, I'm assuming, right? And then him. So this is a thing that pops up at the top, right? When you get a text message, it pops up at the top. That's what popped up in that screenshot and screen recording. She said, I'm currently taking some steps to do some validation and make editorial decisions on what to publish and what not to publish based on what I received. But I thought it was important to point out that not only is Kearney a creep, he's a liar too. More later. So what I find funny is, of course, Aidan is, lied until the end of time. And so Jason adds, I want to add that we know the screen recording was made on his device because the text reaction from the 21-year-old was recorded in real time. Real fucking time. Give me 1 second. I got to grab something real quick, and then I'm going to show you guys a clip from last night. Okay. Now, what I can say, there's often things that I can say publicly, and there's often things that I can't say publicly. What I will say, okay, is this. Aidan's not done having a no good, very bad month or months or weeks for that matter. Okay. Yeah, he does use the same script. He has, Club, been using the same script for quite some time when it comes to people that he wants to harass into fucking oblivion. It's something he's done for a long fucking time, a long goddamn time. And it's sad. He's fucking sad, let's be honest, right? Like, he's a sad sack of fucking shit. Forgot to put a goal on this. I always forget to do. Okay, I am setting goals for the super chats, even though I always forget to. But do remember that the most direct routes are always the best when it comes to a small channel like mine. All right, so what we know about this fucking puke and his nonsense is that he's more than likely dealing with multiple. He's already dealing with 2 lawsuits right now, right? He's more than likely going to be dealing with more lawsuits in the coming months. Okay. He did. His greedy ass did take a lot from a lot of people, you know? It's unfortunate because you can't stop people, of course, from like wanting to. And it's really sad because it's like those people then later on are going to feel like they, want a fucking refund, and you can't blame them because it's like, dude, we tried to warn you. Like, we literally tried to fucking warn you, right? So this one, I believe, is from last night. Hold on. Oh, this clip is amazing. This is not exactly from last night, but Bullseye Dog made it quite a funny clip that I think you guys would appreciate. So I have to play this because it's quite fucking funny. Although I may get a copyright strike for the music, which is obnoxious because, like, fair use and all, but whatever. We're gonna do it. It's actually probably smart, YB.
So we got to talk about my legal situation real quick. Because I don't need you. I don't fucking need you. But you're learning pretty quickly that you ain't shit without me.
Remember when he said that?
Bitch, bro.
I've seen the messages you had about me. You blame me for everything.
You're a rat. TB, you're a fucking rat.
I don't want to, have anything to do with Karen Rita. I don't want to interview her. Fuck her. I don't need her. You know what I mean? That's the way I view it.
Karen Reed thinks you're a rat. Everybody thinks you're a rat. You're a piece of shit.
I want you to do good. I feel like you're blowing it. I do.
I'm blowing it? How am I blowing it?
Yeah, a little bit.
How?
Because of this Karen shit.
You tell people that you went to jail for me.
He was in jail specifically for covering the Karen Reed case.
Melanie, wrong. Sorry, I know that probably blew your eardrums out, but I had to. Sorry, Melanie, that is not specifically what he went to jail for. He specifically went to jail for going to his ex-girlfriend's house and threatening her and her children and telling her to throw her phone in a river. She could do that. It was okay. And then literally terrifying her for hours while he sat there and wrote things down that she said to Kate Peter from her phone. And, that's why. And pushing her onto a couch while trying to take those notes back. That is why he went to jail. He did not go to jail for anything having to do with the Karen Reed case at all. So wrong. Guess again, Melanie Little. See, I'm sorry, but if a quote lawyer, I'm going to say quote lawyer because she hasn't, thank you, Valley's girl. She hasn't actually practiced law since 2014. But nonetheless, this is the woman that has the audacity to just repeat what he says. Why are we just repeating the shit that he says? If you're that easily misled and brainwashed, Melanie Little, you should probably stop doing YouTube. Because what you're doing there is repeating his mantras to thousands of more people who will repeat them again. He did not go to jail for anything to do with Karen Reed's case. He went to jail because he broke his bail conditions by going to his ex-girlfriend's home and freaking threatening her. And then pushing her onto a couch. Like, are we fucking for real right now?
What? And that's a lie. You went to jail because you couldn't keep it in your pants, you told me. You blame me for everything. On Christmas Eve, you told me, oh, it's my fault. And it's like, are you that naive? Do you not realize I was on bail because I took up your case? That is
What could be more misleading?
because I don't need you. I don't fucking need you.
You're a bitch, bro.
But you're learning pretty quickly that you ain't shit without me.
What?
Let's be honest, Karen, you just didn't like me before that. You never liked me, right?
Who would? Who the, like, what the, is he for real? It wasn't even an active restraining order at that point. It was that he harassed her and he witness intimidated her by telling her she could throw her phone in a fucking thing. And if she didn't do this, this, and this, he was going to do that, that, and that. And he did. He followed through on all of the things that he said he was going to do in the same way that he did to Meredith. If you don't do what I want, I'm going to destroy your life. Just saying. Pattern of behavior, my folks? Yep, definitely think so. All right, now let's get some clips from last night. Sorry, guys. Well, that's the thing. No one fucking likes him. I mean, hello. I'm sorry, but who would want to associate themselves with fucking this?
Can you please go? I can't go back. Can you please go? I can't go back.
Oh my God, there's an actual, probably another burner account saying Larry had a very successful channel with a large following. This is the DUI guy. Then she's quote tweeting like something I put out there last month, March 13th, about fucking the DUI guy lying about Nan. And he did lie about Nan. And so this idiot's like, I've been following some Steph versus Heard, and his channel was already big then. So go pound sand or do a tiny line with Meredith, or is this her? So many burners, who knows? Like, lady, if you think I'm a burner, you need to sit the fuck down. Like, so we need to write back. You're a bigger idiot than I thought. Like, stop it. Also, I don't do drugs, lady. Like, sorry, not sorry. My name is not Deanna. I don't carry drugs with me everywhere I go and fucking then deny it when someone calls me on it. That's a Deanna move. Sorry. Oh, so now she attacks Nan. I don't know who this quote Michelle person is, but Michelle with your 5 followers, sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. Why is this account all of a sudden just attacking Meredith? I wonder why. You know, this account stopped posting itself. Like, it posted November 30th, 2025, December 2nd, 2025, March 22nd, right? April 13th, 17 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago, 1 minute ago. Now it's just attack, 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 right? Amazing. Fucking amazing. Oh, gee, I wonder, do we think we know who this is at all? Maybe one of the minions? Oh my God, I would love to be a fly in the wall, wouldn't you, Amy? On the judges. Oh God. That would be amazing to be a fly on the wall. Oh, thank you, New Hampshire, dude. Just buy some movie butter. I will. I will. Thank you. I know it's funny. It'll never not be funny, okay? Never not be funny. I can't. It's so funny. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys because I can't not, like, I mean, clearly this account has got to be someone connected to Aidan in some sort of shape or form, okay? We have 5 followers. Who are the 5 followers of this account? Okay, who's following this account? Oh, Lindsay. Brother counsel. Law girls, not attorneys. Justice served. Erica, right from Dallas. Boozy Susie, Kyle Sharkey, you definitely want to be in soccer accounts. Okay. Emily C. Like, is this real life? Purple. Ethel Machado, BLT, which is Evan, Turtleboy War Room, right? The fake account that goes on and on and on about Nan. All right. Like, bunch of weirdo losers, flip ahead. Like, is this real fucking life? Like, is this real Jimmy? Like, and fucking Aidan? Like, I mean, is this real Maza? Is this real life? Like, I'm just wondering, is this fucking real life that you think that we don't know at this point? Like, you are irrelevant account with 5 followers, but I'm going to respond because you sound like a fucking idiot. So let me respond. The fact that you actually thought it was a sock account is amazingly stupid. The fact that you even actually said that. This one is to attack Nan. Nan attacks every reputable, kind, and personable lawyers and people in the free care and read world. Yeah, no, that's just simply not true. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Oh, scroll up and read her post about Melanie, Mr. Betterow, Will. Okay, I didn't know Will was an attorney. Oh, that's right, he's not. Melanie, Betterow's a fucking lying, unethical hack. Will is, well, he's Wildo. I mean, he'll say anything for a couple dollars, right? And Melanie is a hack who just repeats whatever she thinks her audience wants to hear from the people who give her money. She's not going to tell them the truth. She's too afraid of a couple dollars going away. Like, stop it. Stop it. And she attacked them out of jealousy without them doing anything to her. False. Wrong again. Wrong again. Wrong again, you idiot. Wrong again. Then this one is, she gives $500 super chats as her buy-in and then wants to go on your show. Really? I've never experienced that. She's never asked to go on my show. That's funny. That's funny. I don't need a $500 super chat to be there for someone as a human being. Like, you're upset, like you're clearly obsessed with Nan. I guess, I'd be obsessed too if I was, one of Aidan's minions that knows nothing about nothing. And it's interesting, It's interesting to me. Quite interesting. A lot of these people are a fucking odd case, It does give it away who they follow. You know what I mean? Like, come on. This is ridiculously nonsensical. Yeah, we're still waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. It should come out any moment. But I mean, is this fucking real life? Like, come on. Did he climb over the fence? Couldn't he just walk out of it? Yeah, I mean, he could have. It's just like, come on, man. It's amazing to me the shit some of these people will say. Did he go back? He should go back. For playing that clip and making me laugh. Thank you. But there's no, I mean, he did lie. That's the bottom line, is the DUI guy did lie. And I had to rectify his fucking lie. That happened. That happened. Someone shouldn't have to always give you money for you to want to be a friendly person to them. Like, I don't get that. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, if that's all they wanted and they can't, like, be friendly outside of that, then they're just shitty human beings. Like, that's the bottom line. That is just the fucking bottom line in my book. Okay. They're just not good humans. Like, it's, you know what I mean? It's just fucking, yeah. The usernames alone, Michelle777522, like, come on, dude. Stop it with the fucking madness. Well, yeah, I don't even, Larry had a very successful channel. Like, all right, welcome to my block party. I don't deal with stupid people like you. I don't have the fucking time to deal with stupid people like you. Somebody please ring the alarm if this person lies about anyone else. I don't have Apple Pay, I don't think. Oh, you mean on the link? On the link, there's Apple Pay on the link. Yes, I forgot about that. You just reminded me that the Apple Pay has link. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, I love this note. Thank you. It says, even though we have mixed views on things, I've never taken sides and treated people nasty, except in the last few months. I spoke my piece with TV. He blocked me, and now I'm super happy. Thank you. And she sent us $20. Thank you so much, Michelle Blessings. I appreciate that very, very much. And I agree with you. There's no reason. There's no friggin' reason. No reason. No reason at all for people to treat people the way he treats people. That's my biggest problem in some of this is it is usually a giveaway, definitely. Thank you so much, Michelle's blessings. I appreciate that. So I forgot Apple Pay was an option on my links. I always forget. You just remember, you're probably the first person who's probably ever used Apple Pay on that, because I totally space cadet out and forget that Apple Pay is actually an option for that. I've never used Apple Pay. I don't have Apple devices, obviously, but thank you so much. That was such a nice note too. And that's the point, is we don't have to agree on every case to treat people like normal human beings. Like, that doesn't need to be a thing, you know? That doesn't need to be a thing. We can just treat people like normal human beings and with the respect that they deserve, and say, okay, I just don't agree. You know, I don't agree. Cool, we don't have to agree. But why do we need to attack people? Why is that a necessity? It's a necessity to need to attack people? You know, like, no, that's not a thing. No, not a thing. Sorry. Wait a second. Hold on. I'm reading Stephanie's. What the fuck, dude? Just Machado. Nan tweeted about me. I'm so mad that now I need my followers to make memes about her. Please superimpose her face on a California reason. She can't talk about me. Now I need my followers to go after her. I know the AI memes will make it to my phone today. Thank you. I mean, that's the kind of shit like we're dealing with, is like when people think it's okay to do that stuff. I would never encourage my followers to go after people like that. Make memes about them, tag them. Like, there's a big difference between respectfully telling someone like, hey, you're fucking lying. The only person I make that sort of thing for is Aidan himself. And he has so many victims at this point. The list is fucking unimaginable. You know? Yeah, we just agree to disagree. And that's okay, you know? For a parking ticket, right? It'd be the best lawyer for a parking ticket. It's just nuts to me. Like, why you would want this man lying to you? I don't fucking really understand it. I really don't get it. I just don't. I really don't. We gotta click here. Hold on. 28 seconds. This one's from last night, I think. Some of what we already did, though.
We are going to prosecute the McAlberts for murder.
I love when he
gotta
says he's
figure
going to
this out.
prosecute anyone. He's not prosecuting anyone. He has no capacity to prosecute anyone. Neither does his attorneys. That's just a false promise that he's giving to people so that they'll, give him money. That's the bottom line. Give me money and I'll show you what justice looks like. Hoorah! Like, that's the lie. That's the fucking lie. You know what, Michelle? I have a lot right here in this chat. I have a lot that come here every day for my live streams as a community. And you want to know why? Because I treat them with the kindness and respect that they treat me with. We don't have to agree on a case, but I also don't have to go after people, right? There's a big difference between going and taking your personal time and going after people and pointing out when people like Aidan are just doing bad shit and really hurting people, and when people like Ethel Machado and some of his other cult minions help as creators, okay? Not even just individuals, but creators who are helping him do these things. We have people who are creators who are willing to commit perjury, lie, falsify shit, believe his bold-faced lies that they know are lies based on their own knowledge, but completely ignore so that they don't get on his bad side. Why? Well, because they're so fucking worried about him going after them that they would rather not say anything. That's not, they would rather find an us versus them, a division. Why? Because division makes money, folks. Us versus them makes money. It does. If I created an us versus them scenario every day, all day, and crowed like he did, and was like, this is a movement, folks, it's a movement. Like, I would probably make 10 times more money than what I make on a live stream. But I have these things called fucking boundaries and ethics. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm not going to lie to my audience for funsies, right? We've established this. So for all of you who are new, know this about me, Well, I'm also I'm not friends with her, so you know, we're two separate. And that's the other thing is Aidan always like mushing people together, like, oh, Twist and Tragedies and Kate and blah blah. Me and Kate are two separate people doing two separate things, right? I'm not Kate. Kate's not me. You know, everyone is a separate human being, right? We are separate human beings. I don't being like lumped in with anyone because I'm not lumped in with anyone. My support comes from you guys, and that's it, right? That's it. I know who my audience is, right? I know who my audience. Oh, thank you, Barely Brunette. That was really kind of you. I am never shitty to someone who wasn't shitty to me. I don't even defend myself half the time. Half the time I see people that say things that are just bull-faced lies that he fed them that they repeat, that I'm just like, it's so funny to me that I just ignore it. Because it's like, you can say whatever you want, but if you don't know me, I don't know why you would think that would be true, right? And for the people who do know me or who got to know me, they know immediately that it's not true, and they just have to laugh it off because they know my character. They know who I am as a human being, right? Like, you are not biased, New Hampshire dude. I might be biased about you being my friend, but I always got your back. I always got your back. But that's the thing, is everyone's a separate entity and a separate, controversy equals cash. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. I myself am still trying to crawl out of this, mountain of lies that he placed upon the top of me in the same way that he placed them upon the top of every victim he's ever had. And that includes people like Donna, Lindsay from New Jersey, even Nan, like in all different ways, for all different reasons. If you do not agree with Aidan, if you do not lie for Aidan, if you call him out on his bullshit, if he tries to blackmail and threaten you and you don't do what you're told in the same way that he tried to do to Kara, then he will come after you. He will come after you. You know what's funny, Fairly Brunette, is when you actually start to get to know people and take the time to have a conversation with someone, right? And that's the thing. Again, not everyone has to like the same people either. Y'all don't have to like the same people. That's totally okay, right? For instance, Donna is a very good friend of mine. Her and Nan don't often see eye to eye, and that's okay, right? But I have gotten to talk to both of them, and I love them both in their own ways, And for me, they both respect that I have friendships with them, but I keep them separate and apart from each other, right? Because what their issue is not my issue, right? And so they both know that, like, I will have their backs 100%. Like, this is not something that even needs to be discussed because they both know that I have their backs when it comes to dealing with this kind of shit. And they have both been harassed in different ways by the same sort of group of people, right? And so I also can recognize when people like Jen Altman come out of the cult and realize that they were in a cult, right? Like, they realize, and you don't realize it when you're in it. And not everything is black and white. So a lot of people will be like, well, Elise, Jen Altman was pretty bad to you and pretty mean to you and said a lot of shit about you. And I was like, yeah, you know what, she did. But when someone comes to you and says, you know what, Elise, I have to apologize and I'm not going to make any excuses for it, you have to respect that the person not only apologized, but isn't even going to make an excuse about why, right? I respect the hell out of someone who's willing to apologize and also not make an excuse about why they did what they did, right? Like, you have to. It takes some big britches to be able to do that, And you also have to realize that people who are in a cult, who are brainwashed to believe certain things, like, that's what they believe, right? So once they step outside of that, they have to come to a realization when they're on the outside of that they may have said really shitty things about someone that wasn't true. They could have wronged people that they shouldn't have, believing to be doing something right? Believing that they were doing something that they were helpful with. They thought they were doing the right thing. They thought that they were, getting the corruption. And that's what Aidan had them believing, is he's going to fight the corruption. He's going to help them bring down bad people. But in the process, he is the corruption, right? And it takes a lot of time, sometimes years for some of these people, before they ever step outside of that cult. Some of them, it takes them shutting the internet off for a little bit, and that's all it takes. Sometimes it takes him attacking someone they know, someone they care about. Sometimes it takes him doing something like Teen Cancer, right? It's different for every person. Sometimes it takes him trying to blackmail you and telling you to pick a side or else, and you saying, go fuck yourself, which many of his victims have experienced, including Jen and Jason. right? It was pick a side, you say publicly things against Meredith, or else I'm going to come for you. What did Aidan do? He attacked each one of them, as he would in the same way he did to Jen O'Donnell, right? And even way back then, I had no problem helping Jen. You know, we might have been on two completely different sides of the case, right? But she's a human, and what he did to her was wrong. And since that day, I've kept in contact with Jen, and she knows that, like, I have her back. Like, this is not okay. What he does to people is not okay. It is not. Someone is going to end up dead, whether it's one of his minions hurting someone or someone hurting themselves, to make it all stop. Just to simply make all the harassment stop. It is not something that needs to be taken lightly. Yeah, he's just not a good human being. And it's like, I do feel like a broken record when I say it. You know, I really feel like a broken record, honestly. But at the same time, I have to keep saying it because we have new viewers all the time. And I need people to know that, like, this is not something we're going to back down from. You know, I'm not going to just back down and go away. That's what he wants. And how he does that is by trying to squeeze channels like mine, especially mine. He's a stage 5 clinger here. He watches all my streams. But by squeezing it, right? So if he can say enough bad shit about me, that I'm a bad person and I'm a this and I'm a that and call me names and do whatever, then he knows that he's squeezing and squeezing and squeezing support, donations from my channel, right? Or if he can keep people from not donating to my channel, he can eventually squeeze it so much that I can't run it anymore because it's costing more to run it than I am making anything. That's what he hopes. And that's what he's been doing for quite some time. I am not a channel of 10,000. I'm holding on by the fingertips at the top of a building, okay? But I have refused to give in, even when it costs me money that I really don't fucking have, because I cannot sit by idly. I cannot do it. I can't sit by idly and watch him continue to hurt person after person after person after fucking person that I have watched him lie about and destroy just to hide his own bad behavior. And that's all it is. It's to hide his own bad behavior. There was a simple reason why he came after me. It's because I didn't lie for him. I didn't lie for him, and he got caught cheating on 3 women and his wife. So 4 total, okay? That made me public enemy number 1. When he first started harassing me and first started coming after me, people asked him like a million times, like, what did she do that was so bad? And all he would say was, it's personal, it's personal, it's personal. Then he made up like 75 other reasons why, because he had to make up a reason at that point, right? So he had to make up 75 other reasons why I'm a bad person, right? I love that he uses, even on his sock accounts, and that's how you can tell some of the sock accounts are his, is he likes to be like, well, you were a stripper. Yep, sure was. What does that have anything to do with anything? That's like being like, hey, you worked at this place. Okay, and what's funny about it is I am the one who told my audience that I used to be a dancer. Not ashamed of it, never have been. My family all knew, including my grandmother. It's never been a secret, my dude. And he never said a single word about it until I publicly told my audience about it. Why? Because it's not a fucking secret. You know? He wouldn't know until I told everyone. So him using it as some sort of gotcha is fucking hilarious to me. Like, bro, it's not a gotcha. I'm not ashamed. People paid me to do acrobatics naked. Who the fuck would be ashamed of that? Just saying. Not ashamed. I was able to pay college and pay off most of my student loans with that fucking money. It's down to like $2,000, which I don't have, obviously, but if I did, I would that's it. Pay it off, you know? Like, what in the actual fuck? Like, I am not and never will be ashamed. My life went full circle. I was a very broken young woman. I had dealt with a lot of abuse in my life as a child and then as a young adult. And I turned that into something good, right? I turned my life into someone who was an addict and very broken into working in the prison system myself, right? Until I physically couldn't anymore because of my health. Like that, I will never, read my lips, never, ever be ashamed of. I am extremely proud of all of the people that I have helped. I have been 20 years doing volunteer advocacy, and I am proud of every last human being that I have helped that would not have gotten that help otherwise because they could not afford to hire an advocate. Thank you, Amy. I am proud, and I will never not be. You know, never not be. He's a sad sack of shit. He has rules for himself, but nobody else. I can't have a wish list, but he can if he wants his house filled with things that he doesn't want to pay for himself, right? Like, make it make sense. He says, anybody like me, I'm unemployed. That's what he says, I'm unemployed. Then you're unemployed, Aidan. We both work for YouTube and for our own channel. So if I'm unemployed, you're fucking unemployed, you clown. Like, you know? Oh my God, that's so funny. Imagine stripper law talk. Imagine. That would be hilarious. OMG, that is so funny. Thank you for that. That is good. That is fucking good. I used to actually teach pole dancing classes. It actually works out your entire body. It works every muscle in your body. Stripping down the law. Oh my God, that's fucking amazing. You guys are so clever. And this is why I say, for the creators that don't interact with their audience, for the ones that ignore the comments so that a super chat will come in, because a lot of that's what happens is people will ignore what their audience says so that someone will super chat and then you read it, and that's why they don't read the comments that their audience gives. It's a tactic to get more super chats. I understand the tactic. I just feel like it's a little skeevy for me. I don't knock anybody who does it, but for me, I just felt like it's a little skeevy. It's not something I would want to do. And so I don't. But I think they are losing out. They're missing out on their own audience and their own community and the amazing people that reside within their community. I think they're really missing out by doing that, you know, for a few bucks. Like, just, dude, your community are the people you're going to want, you know, like those are the people that you're going to want to get to know, you know, and I will always have your back. And that goes for any of you. If you need me, I am there, you know, and you know that I am there. It takes one phone call, one text message, one DM, and I will happily call you on the phone, video chat. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Me being a YouTuber doesn't really mean much to me other than I'm just another human being and you're just another human being. There's no reason why we can't interact. I'm not better than anyone by being a YouTuber. I'm not more important than anyone by being a YouTuber. It just works for my health and it works for my ability to work because I physically cannot do my career anymore. I have too many health problems, including with my heart and liver. I was born with the liver stuff. The heart stuff I have a lot of inflammation in my body, wreaking havoc right now, and it's getting worse. And so physically, I cannot do the job I used to do. Skeevy tactics. I love it. Thank you, Rando. But this works for me. This allows me to work from home. And if I'm in a lot of pain, I can cancel a show. Even if it's going to cost me money that I really need, I can cancel a show and I cannot do it that day, right? Like, I can get my kids on and off a bus. I don't drive. I don't have a car right now, unfortunately. Our car broke down about 2 years ago and we haven't had one since because I don't have $5,000 in my pocket to buy one. If I did, that would probably change my circumstances exponentially. My husband would get a better job, getting better money at his old job. But we're too far from that for him to Uber or Lyft for it to make sense. It costs too much money. But nonetheless, this is what works for me, right? And I don't shit on anybody it works for. Where I draw the line is when people use their platforms to harm other people. When people are using their platforms to lie for Aidan and harm innocent people because he can't get his way and he threw a tantrum, that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the fucking line. You know? I draw the fucking line there. That is not okay. Okay, so Jason said, I'm also thrilled for the young jerks for the further confirmation that Kearney is his biggest fan and religiously watches his broadcast. We know that. The reason I'm hesitant to share the recordings outright at this point is after listening, there appears to be an attempt by Kearney to coercively control Karen by making an allegation of something specific in the call. Kearney lied to me about the context previously. No shit. While I'm not comfortable going into details, the screen recording appears to attempt to clip her denial out of the recording, but does a poor job. Until I can get more information on it, I'm hesitant to benefit Kearney by sharing his propaganda attempt. What I will confirm is that my recent allegations that the entire setup was either an attempt to coerce Karen Reed into joining his documentary from the start, or very quickly thereafter, are 100% confirmed by the content of the recordings. It did not work. See, that I knew that's what he was doing it for. How long have I been saying that? How long have I been saying that? How long has that been my theory? Right? How long has that been my fucking theory that he did it in an attempt to get her to do what he wanted, including get in that documentary, make a movie, and sign on with him? We've known for some time that's what he was trying to do. You know? That's what he was trying to do. We all knew it. But I mean, we're not dealing with a normal individual. And this is where I think some of his writers have a hard time understanding. Like, this is not a normal human being that does normal things, right? It's just not. Oh God, Nurse Kim, you should probably sit down, sweetie. Okay. You should, I can't with her. I can't, like, listen, Kim heard the recording. All right. The amount of like dancing around that game, I don't get it. I don't get why are you dancing around it. So 18 hours ago, Kim made a comment. She made a tweet and it said, well, a defamation lawsuit may end up being just the catalyst need for Care and Aidan to kiss and make up. We still got defamation lawsuits to win. Reunite. No, bro. Any normal human being would not fucking A, say that. B, why are you still simping for him, Kim? He tried to throw you under the bus and allow you to be blamed, all right? Like, let's be honest here, all right? It's sad, Kim. It's fucking sad at this point, right? She has to simp for Aidan or she doesn't get Betterow. And if she doesn't get Betterow on her show, she doesn't make all the money she makes with Betterow on her show. I'd like to point out that Mike gave up that money free of his own free will. Okay, Mike is the one. Well, let me fix this narrative as well, because I saw a lot of the writers making some claim like, oh, Betterow decided not to go on Mike's show. No. Let me clear this up. It was the other way around. Mike decided not to have Betterow on again because, in good conscience, he could not have someone on his show whose client was attacking him. Right? He can't. He can't. Mike told me that he knew that that was one of his biggest money-making shows, but he also knew that he could not, in good conscience, allow Betterow back on his show with Aidan attacking him. It's not a fucking good look, right? The only reason anyone even knows who the fuck Betterow is because Mike put him on his show. That's the only reason, number one. Number two, Mike willingly gave up that money, and that's pretty decent amount of money to have Betterow on. But who didn't give it up? Who still wants that grift? Kim. There's Kim. And it's unfortunate, Kim, because Aidan tried to throw you under the fucking bus. Okay? You can keep saying, no, it was everyone else. It wasn't Aidan. That's him gaslighting you into believing. Like, that's what he does to everyone. No, guys, it wasn't me. What happened was it's this person, and they're gaslighting you. Not me. No, I mean, it's all there in black and white, Kim. So if you don't have eyeballs to see it for yourself, I really don't know what the fuck to tell you. If you're allowing him to gaslight you at this point, or you're just pandering to get Betterow on there, I mean, that's sad. Where are your ethics? Where are your boundaries? Where's your self-respect? They can say whatever the fuck they want about me, but I have self-respect. There's a lot of things that I could do to make a lot more money. I could be just like them and just do shitty things. It would make for a better show now, wouldn't it? But I'm not like them. That's not who I am as a person. And anyone in this chat who knows me as a human knows that's not who I am as a person. I'm not capable of that kind of behavior. You know? You're right. They don't, but still, it's fucking insane. It's bonkers to me. Bonkers. Absolutely fucking bonkers. I can't. Oh, Jen has made a statement here, folks. So she's replying, I'm guessing, to Jess Machado in this clip. And Jen said, do it, Jessica. Welcome it. There's nothing that I would love more than to stand in front of a judge with you as you claim to be a victim. Do it. I'm sure the judge would love to hear you talk about my vagina. I'm sure the judge would love to hear the hundreds of shows you've done talking about me. Do it. You don't fucking scare me, Jessica. I would think the judge would especially love where you say you're going to go harder at me, that you're not ever going to stop unless I don't talk about you for 6 months. Fuck off, Jessica. You don't scare me. The judge will love when you told me to suck your dick amongst all the other hundreds of things you've said and done. Shut the fuck up. Orca, do it. Welcome. I can't wait. Now post whatever the fuck I want. I'll lie. I'll do whatever I want. Lying is not against the law, Jessica. Do it. And so I guess there's a clip here.
Arrested for assault. Like, why do you do that? why would you risk that kind of stuff? I already have enough of things available to go and get a harassment.
Enough of things available
order
to go
against
and
you,
get a
Jen.
harassment order? No, you don't, dude. No, you don't. A harassment order isn't just somebody saying something you don't like about you online. Jen doesn't show up at your house. She doesn't call you for funsies. Like, come on, stop it, Jess, stop it. I mean, for someone who, quote, told the judge that she covers court hearings, she sure as fuck does not know a lot about it. She sure as hell does not know how the fucking court operates and works, or how an HBO or an RO works, if she actually believes that. I'm sure he did. Mike gave him the best advice anyone could ever give him. And what did he do instead? Instead of taking that advice that Mike gave him, he decided it would be a better idea to just shit on Mike. It's like, bro, these are the people, like, and people don't wake up in that moment and realize, like, Aidan is the problem. He's the common denominator. He burns anything he touches. It's not, and it's sort of Aidan's gaslighting at this point. These people believe it's like, oh no, he's just, exposing people, because that's the line he's been using for so long. I'm just exposing these bad people. Like, what the fuck are we talking? No, there's not going to be a court date. The judge is just going to write the order and we're going to see it. Well, if the judge doesn't impound it. So he's just going to make a decision. The lawyers will get the decision and then we'll find out. So they're not going to go into court. There's no court date. They did their closings in those 5 pages that the judge said that they could hand in. So they handed in that was their closings, and the judge was to make a decision by today. So we'll find out today, hopefully soon, So Jen said, why would I risk what? Standing in front of a judge as I show them how you've gone after me in the name of entertainment since October? Fuck all the way off, Jessica Machado. It's Ethel, Jen. You got to call her Ethel, Yes, I do, Beth. I very much remember, because I was around at that point. What he wanted Aidan to stream the video that he took illegally wiretapping Lindsay. If he went to jail, he wanted that video out. He wanted the first of all, it's a video, not just audio. What Aidan, of course, didn't tell Mike was that it was illegally wiretapped, and that he then changed the audio and added in, I'm recording you, because that was not there in the beginning. That was edited in. And so he did not tell Mike that it was illegally wiretapped, secretly recorded. And also, I just want to point out that it's extremely telling to me, and it should be telling to everyone else, that Aidan was worried about going to jail before they arrested him. Why do you think that I certainly wouldn't be worried about going to jail if I didn't do anything wrong. He was worried about being arrested that night. Why? Ask yourself why. Possibly because he committed crimes and he knows he did? Gee, wondering. That's how he tried to set Mike up. That was an illegally wiretapped video that Aidan then turned into audio, and then clipped the audio and disseminated it later. Okay, so we are talking about crimes that he wants other people to help him commit so that he doesn't get blamed. And what he wanted was that if anything comes back and it's that Lindsay says, hey, that's illegally recorded, that was secretly recorded, that Aidan doesn't get in trouble for it. Mike does, because Aidan didn't put it out there. He didn't care who put it out there as long as it wasn't him. That's what he wanted. What a fucking piece of shit. Now, Nurse Kim, do you understand why he doesn't give a shit about you or anyone else? He will absolutely throw you and everyone else under the bus. He just threw Deanne under the bus the other day just to get a gotcha. Just to get a gotcha. I'd be pissed if I was him too. It's crazy. Hey, Lisa. I mean, who the actual fuck would ever trust this guy? He has thrown so many of his own sources under the fucking bus. I don't know anybody who would be a source for him. Jason said, toddler tantrum incoming. Someone should pad the floors in his new house so he doesn't hurt himself. Probably a good idea to protect them for the next owner anyway. If I was Mike, I'd be pissed too. I mean, he tried to set him up. Let's be honest here. Let's be fucking honest. He tried to set him up. Come on. Hold on. This is the stuff that gets me. you know, I can tell you guys that, like, I'm, talking to a victim, and the way that people feel to get this harassment to stop is just deplorable. Nobody should ever feel like they have to unalive themselves or self-delete themselves in order to get harassment of their families to stop based on lies. That's sad. But he made them famous for 1 hour on stage. You know what? I said it before. What we need to do is get a couple content creators together and get a bigger venue and sell out that venue and then laugh at his face and point. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. That's what we need. Oh, Claus Barron says Melanie Little is trash. Oh boy. Well, I mean, this is just. Blogger, yeah. I get physically sick too. It's literally like watching it or talking to other victims when they tell me this. It literally gives me a stomach ache. Okay, it gives me a fucking stomach ache, a literal one. The superfan blogger actually apparently stole Alan Jackson's line and said, "I don't get nervous and make people nervous." Like, shut the actual fuck up. I'm really. Not a shock to me that this screenshot here is of Runkle. Not sure why Runkle would want to keep simping for Aidan. It's kind of weird. It's really kind of fucking weird. But he talks about the TV haters going on the attack. Are going to have to figure out how to reconcile that with the preliminary assessment that TV should be nervous right now, but attack first based on assumptions, right? I can say this to Runkle. They're not assumptions, Runkle. I know what a lot of people don't, and I've seen it with my own 2 fucking eyeballs, things that you have not, Runkle. And Aidan's not getting out of this. He committed crimes, he defamed people, and he harmed people as he's been doing for fucking years. Tick-tock, motherfucker. The clock is on. This motherfucker finally has karma that's been coming for him for a long, long fucking time. Oh yeah, I forgot about the subpoena that was hit from Diller. For all the communications to Karen Reed. You can bet your ass that they'll try to hide them. That him as an attorneys will try to hide them. It's a good idea, right? I feel like it's a good idea. I can't stomach people who lie, right? And Runkle, unfortunately, is lying right now. Why simp for Aidan? Why? I don't fucking understand it. I don't get it, dude. I don't understand why these people do this. It's because they need the turtle riders, and that's the bottom line, is they need the turtle riders. Okay? They need them. They need them to give them money. Okay? Oh no. Really, Brunette, I am so sad to read your comment, your tweet here about a mom in your daughter's classmate's mom. That is so sad that she fell and hit her head and she died. That is terrible. I'm so sorry. That is awful. Oh, that's so awful. I need to play the clip, though, of Aidan screaming about being sued. I need to play that because. Oh, I guess Nick Rocco also, by the way, this was his. Rose said, "Is Karen Reed just as happy to be back with Aidan? He says they'll defend themselves together." And of course, Nick Rocco started laughing because, as we all know, Karen wants absolutely nothing to do with Aidan, which I find fucking hilarious. Like, you're going to be holding the bag there, bub. Kate said, "I have sent more clips of the Turtleboy Karen Reed recording. It is being sent in clips. Whoever is doing this, please respond to my email. I would appreciate the full context. Do they sound muffled similarly in the initial few clips already public, or is there a notable increase in clarity?" That's a good question. Blair is doing a stream right now last night, doubling down that he would have named the people in the lawsuit against Aidan and Karen as murderers. Dude, shut the fuck up. Don't you realize you're next? I mean, that's the other thing, Like, do you not realize some of these people are, please do. Ask him why. Like, again, we know why. I mean, they're not going to be honest, okay? Yeah, he is definitely in a bind. Quite a few binds, as a matter of fact. But none of these people are actually going to, I don't think that he's ever going to be honest. We all know why. It's money, right? The Turtle Riders throw out a lot of money, That's the bottom line. The fact that Aidan's still using Signal is fucking hilarious to me. Like, why, bro? Why are you still using Signal? You know. Hold on. Celebration, I think Sanchez is saying. Lawyers are about free speech. There is a boundary, you know? He was one of the Aidan's followers. And just like Ray, he needed someone to do things for him. He needed a third party to go after people so he could claim that it was a third party and it wasn't him. And he can't control third parties. That's what he does. You know what I mean? No. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. When Dr. Turtleboy is incarcerated, everyone he follows getting an all-expense paid trip, airfare, hotel, food to Cancun for my celebration of the Turtleboy imprisonment. I would fucking love that. That would be amazing. No, Signal is literally an encrypted app you can use for like texting or talking. WhatsApp used to be like sort of the same thing, but it's encrypted. So the thing is, like, the cops can't get into it. So a lot of really shady people use Signal. Signal isn't used by basic human beings just to speak to one another. It's used to say shady shit you think is going to be deleted. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen. That is what's going to fucking happen. It's crazy to me. I'm trying to get the clip. I think Gaffney might have it. Someone had it. The turtle is so busy trying to set everyone up. Everyone he communicates with up that he has to set himself up. The attorney for the witnesses should probably thank him for his receipts and stuff. He blamed Meredith on a show last night. Did he do that? That's hilarious. Gaffney said, I've known Kearney for over a decade. Whenever he gets scared, he doubles down on his defiance. I've said this before. If everyone in our government uses fucking Signal, that's just sad. I feel bad for the people in his private chat groups because listening to him whine and cry is tedious. I guess he picked the wrong time to alienate his strongest supporters and stuff. Oh, and Kearney and his narcissism is undefeated. Yeah, I mean, we'd all know that. Yeah, also remember that his ex-wife had to work 2 jobs to provide for his children. She did. That's a fact. You know? Like, bro, you remember this is the same man who's paid $200,000 down for a house but wouldn't pay for his daughter's fucking cheerleading. Like, are we for real with this? You know? Come on. Ridiculous. Let's see. Where is it? Someone had it, and I fucking saw it this morning, the clip. Hold on. So Jason post something. Following up on my earlier reporting below, I have made the decision not to publish the audio that was screen recorded directly on Kearney's phone at this point. I have my suspicions whether or not Kearney himself may be behind the most recent leak. He was definitely behind it when it was initially sent. What I do know is it appears to be intentionally clipped at points that would suggest it may now being shared in his attempt to coercively control Karen Reed after she likely rebuffed Kearney's attempts over the last day to reconcile. These are only logical assumptions at this point, and I have not heard from the Karen Reed camp directly, but this behavior would fit an established pattern of Kearney's to intentionally change the context of, lie about, or outright manufacture evidence most recently seen in the Meredith O'Neill restraining order matter. I'll have much more information on that issue later. When Kearney first attempted to make me a witness by giving my information to the Holden police, I told him I would not be used as a weapon. That prospect stands. I'll update as more information becomes available. A lot of people actually did, from him talking shit about me, sent quite a few people over here to be like, wait a second, where's the lunatic that we were told it resides here? There is no fucking lunatic. We don't see any lunatic. Like, what? Like, what the fuck? That's not a thing. Like, I find it funny, you know? I'm trying to find the clip. I had it earlier. Is it? Does anybody or anybody who's on X know? I saw it this morning. I'm trying to, maybe if I try this. Let's see this. Another restraining order. I would love if he was served with another restraining order. That would be fucking hilarious. So here's Kylie's message or comment from 13 hours ago. And she said, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer in 2022. Aidan wrote a blog after blog that my cancer was fake. His rabid fan base harassed my oncology team and mass reported a financial fundraiser stating I was scamming for profit. 2026, and I'm 3 years, like, so she's been 3 years without cancer. And I've filed an unlimited suit against Aidan. I'm glad your daughter is, you know, immune from cancer too. God is so good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Nobody really want to look this motherfucker up because all you're gonna find is vile bullshit. But oh, so this is the funny part. Sanchez, Viva la Sanchez! Says that's not how any of this works, dumbass. Being in the same lawsuit doesn't magically fuse two completely different legal roles into one. Karen was defending against a criminal charge where the state has the burden. Aidan chose to publish claims publicly, which is what gets scrutinized in a defamation case. Each defendant is judged on their own actions, not by association. So Karen must prove it too is not an argument rather than a misunderstanding of basic civil versus criminal law. Well, here's the thing, is it also is being seen as a whole, but I have no doubt that sever is going to happen. You know, it's going to be severed. I would, or the judge might say no to severing it. Either way, Aidan's still on his own, one way or another. You know, he's involved because Aidan needs him to be. Make no mistake that he's either making money from this, getting some sort of benefit, or is just a really weird super fan blogger of the super fan blogger. You know, he's going to be spending a lot of time at a courthouse. You know. A new, what do you mean? No, not a new thing from the courthouse. Not that I have yet. I don't have anything new from the courthouse yet. Let's see. I got to find it. Where the fuck is it? Oh, so Just Larry says, Just Larry says, I'm going over the complaint now, so this must be the lawsuit against Aidan. I'll reserve too much judgment, but I'll say this: if it's chickens coming home to roost, this is exactly why people like myself, when I actually supported him and tried helping, would tell him to stop talking so much and being so careless. He'd respond by acting tough and telling us to shut up. Well, judging from your hearing this week, and now this, looks like you're the fucking retard. Zero strategy, self-control, or humility. The entire complaint, if taken as true, which is what the judge must do in a civil case, is 99% Aidan's fault. Even if you fault Karen for giving him info, it's his dumb ass that had to run to the internet and tell everyone so he could look like the big guy, and then send it to countless third parties, and get in all kinds of personal trouble, leading to his devices being confiscated and saying this shit too. Oh, I mean, that's already happened, I believe. There you are, birthday girl. There you are, birthday girl. Happy birthday to you, bitch. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leah. Happy birthday to you. I've been holding that in all day, goddammit. All goddamn day. Not yet. We're waiting on that. Welcome, Mostly Juice. We are still waiting on that. We're working on it. but it's still raining lawsuits on Aidan. It's a raining lawsuits. He must be really angry. He must be really fucking angry, you know? Imagine, no wonder why he's looking at the license plates of all of the cars that go by, you know? Every day. See, everybody says happy birthday to Leah. Happy birthday to you. Of course you're at work. I fucking knew it. I was hoping that you would already be at the lake. I said, girl, I hope she doesn't come here today. I hope she's at the lake having a good time for her birthday. But knowing you, I knew you'd be at work. I knew you'd be at work. Hey, by any chance, do you know? I can't find it. This morning I saw it. I saw the fucking clip. You know what? Maybe the clip of him begging to be sued, and I can't find it, and I don't know who to put it up. The crash out was magnificent. This is one we already saw,
Fuck,
right?
this looks expensive. We just got to raise the money. I will not be using Bradel or Betero as lead counsel for this. I can tell you that much right now. That is one thing I feel very confident in. They don't have the time for this. They don't have the bandwidth. And we are going to prosecute the McAlberts for murder. I got to figure this out, Karen, about how is this going to work? I don't know. So it's great. Yeah.
It's great. I'm going to need all your money, everyone. So this is the attorney, okay, by the way, that the Alberts, McCabe's, and Higgins got. This is the guy who did the lawsuit against Alex Jones and completely annihilated him.
Alex Jones penetrated American society with this lie in a way that they can't escape from. And how did he do it? By telling his audience over and over and over again that they should investigate it, and praising them when they take action, including 2 weeks ago. Alex Jones went on the barbed wire and everybody else came in after him, right to Waterbury, Connecticut. And he commended them.
This isn't bravado. This is America. This is Texas. This is freedom. This is Christianity. This is resistance. My forebears fought tyranny and were incredible people, and I will live up to their measure. And you will as well. So don't ever, as dark as the hour is, and as out of control things are, don't you ever not realize how important you are and what you've done with your word of mouth and your action. And I'm talking to people that went to that puppet courthouse in Connecticut and put InfoWars stickers up everywhere. We commend you.
This is what he's going to be doing with Aidan shit.
It worked.
Right? That's what's going to happen. It's literally going to it's going to happen. The same fucking thing is going to happen. Same fucking thing. So amazing, isn't it? Amazing. So, okay, so I guess it was Carly. I should have known that. I literally should have fucking known that it was Carly. She always has the good clips. She always got the good clips. Carly got the good clips. Always, always, always. Where is it?
You swore a cunt. This fucking woe is me crying.
Bonnie posted this. I know he literally has shot himself in the foot every time he tries to grift or fundraise for civil legal fees. This clip needs to be posted and someone needs to hold an intervention for him.
You swore a cunt. This fucking woe is me crying. Give money to my fucking welfare fund bullshit. Enough.
Sounds like him, doesn't
fucking
it?
Enough. Someone has to fucking say it. This is grifting. Like, this is fucking retarded. She doesn't need fucking money. Go fucking make money. When I see this woe is me bullshit and the people sharing this shit, no, this pissed me the fuck off, and it's time for a fucking intervention because this shit is fucking insane. She is a grown-ass, brilliant, 45-year-old woman with unlimited marketing opportunities, and she's begging for fucking money. She's not even begging for it. Other people are begging on her behalf. Go up to these motherfuckers. And this is for John O'Keefe.
I strictly remember other people begging on his behalf, like Will and Nurse Kim and Jess and, you know, Baker and all these other idiots, right? Right? Do they not beg on his behalf? Right? I'm just saying, do they not? I mean, is that not a thing? Like, And, you know, he says it's a civil suit, so nobody wants to pay for it. Well, who the fuck wants to pay for your civil suit that you got your fucking self into this shit, bro? You did. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to bookmark this shit. I'm going to bookmark it, right? Wasn't it a great time for him to buy a house? Amazing, right, guy?
I put all these people on the stand and we're going to question them all again and they're going to lie again and then nothing's going to happen.
Sounds like
So how does that get, we're just going to, it's entertaining. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be great content, but not, if you think the Karen Reed civil lawsuit is going to get justice for John O'Keefe, you're insane.
You swore a cunt. This fucking woe is me crying, give money to my fucking welfare fund bullshit. Enough.
So that was the clip. Sorry, I had to play that one before I find the other one. But like, that's the bullshit that we're dealing with. A civil case is entertaining, great content. Remember that when he's begging for money and justice for John O'Keefe, because that's what he apparently said on here, right? It's just good like, okay, cool. Where is it? Is this it? Is this the one?
Oh, it would probably be best if you don't talk to Karen. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna
And I'm like, he's like, oh, I'm glad you called. It would probably be best if you don't talk to Karen. Okay. That lasted 24 hours. So, again, why wouldn't we were pals? Why wouldn't we talk? You know what I mean?
Not
Like I support her case.
You blackmail
unconditionally.
people.
I still do.
Come
I'm
on.
always team Karen Reed. Always now. Karen Reed forever. That's what I say. Karen Reed forever. Next.
There's another lawsuit out of California, out of Napa County, by Kylie Kurpatre, who was another one of his victims of being falsely arrested for a crime she did not commit. And all started by a blog he was paid to write about her that was filled with lies, per usual.
On April 24th, Kearney published part 10 of the Can't Cover Up series, wherein he again accused McCabe of covering up a murder and pretending to be a compassionate person, while a completely innocent woman faces decades in prison. And they cite, they cite Kevin Reddington's,
No, they cite you, idiot. You, Aidan.
oh,
They cite
dude,
you.
this is great. Look what
He's so stupid he doesn't even realize what they're citing here. They're citing him. They're not citing Kevin Reddington's anything. They're citing his Canton Cover Up Part 10 and his Canton Cover Up Part 542. Literally his clips and his videos are what they're citing. They're not citing anything else. They're citing him. They're citing Aidan himself in his own goddamn words. Like that's what the fuck they're citing. He's so stupid, and he thinks his audience is so stupid that if he just says something else, like, oh, they're citing Kevin Reddington, even when that's clearly not what it says, right? That they will just believe that and they will repeat it, which they will. That's the sad part. You know, that's the sad part, is that's what they will say. Like, yeah, the pals. Yeah, his voice goes right through me, which is why I try not to play him too often. You know, he's excited about this. Okay, thank you, Randall. I'll get to that one right after this. I can see him burning it down. Oh, he will burn it all down. He's screwed no matter what. You know, that is the one I want. Thank you. Well, it's exactly, and he'll do it to anyone. Remember that, guys. He will do that to anyone. Any fucking one. He didn't think they were pals. He was blackmailing people along the way. Like, let's be honest. Everyone who covered the case, he wanted to be the only one covering the case. So he'd shit on people who he thought were getting more attention, or people were talking about them more and not him. He had a fucking child fit and started going after people that he didn't like because they were getting a little more attention than him. And he cried and whined. One time I had like 2,000 people watching a live stream of outside of a courthouse, and I turned the camera towards him, and God forbid I fucking do that. He cried for weeks about how dare I show him that 2,000 people were watching, and this was early on in the case. So he was so angry that many people were watching my live stream and it wasn't his, that he had a fucking meltdown complaining about it for weeks privately to people. Weeks. How much of a fucking baby do you have to be, dude? Come the fuck on. I'm going to play this clip, finish this clip, and then I'm going to play the other one about him begging to be sued, and then we can all laugh at him afterwards. But if you wouldn't mind, because I have about an hour left with you guys, please hit the like button if you can. I would very well appreciate that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel already. Make sure you hype the video when it's not live anymore. If you can support us financially, there's a bunch of different ways you can do that. We do have an Amazon wish list. We have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. We have our Justice Chats at the top. You can click on that and enter any amount you want. There's a bunch of different ways to pay: debit, credit, Apple Pay, PayPal as well. We also have a PayPal, but this link is for debit or credit or Apple Pay or Google Pay or any of those options as well. You can put any amount you want in. You can write any message you want to write. You can remain anonymous on any of those. Nothing from court yet. Nope. Hit the bell to sub and smash the like button. That is free. We very well appreciate all the options we have, including Chime and Revolut. Those ones aren't on the screen, but they are the same as the Cash App and the Venmo. They are also in the description of the video. The Amazon link is in the description of the video. The Revolut, which is for out of country, well, you can use it in country, but it's for out of country to out of country. So if you're in a different country, you can send and receive money through Revolut. It's a great app to have. It actually has better exchange rates, in my opinion, than PayPal does. And we have Chime, which is the same as the Cash App and the Venmo as well. All right, let's play this shit.
We can't cover up part 10 is. It's this one.
I wonder which one it is that I wrote, idiot. I call bullshit.
Jennifer McCabe hired boomer mobster attorney Kevin Reddington, who claims she passed the polygraph test. And as it turns out, this is a frequent thing that he says about people.
I literally have
file a vigorous appeal, but that comes well after sentencing because you're.
That's that clip, okay? He should pay for it himself. I mean, he put $200,000 down on a fucking house. That's the bottom line, is he needs to sell the house and get the fucking money back. Is this one? He's excited. That's this one.
To read this. It's going to be the time. It's going to be the time when
he can't share.
I know what's going to happen. It's going to be the time when when I texted them and I'm like, how do I know Colin was in the house? And they wouldn't fucking tell me. And I go, I forgot what I said, but I'm like, I need to fucking know right now because I'm freaking out. I need to know how you know Colin was in the house. And then they sent me something that proved it. Okay.
So grand jury minutes. They sent me something that proved it. The only thing that could have proved it was grand jury minutes. But here's the problem with that is it had to be fake grand jury minutes because nobody testified to that in the grand jury. So what did they quote send you that proved it, Aidan? And how did you authenticate it? See, that's the difference is you didn't authenticate anything. They sent you something. You didn't authenticate it yourself. You took someone's word and just took it and ran with it. You can't do that. Okay. You can't do that. He's not going to be, I mean, I don't think he can, you know? Can we look what up? The court? No. Well, the docket, yes, but there's nothing on the docket yet. I have a tab open over here. Believe me, as soon as it comes out on the docket, you guys will, as soon as I get the information that it's out and we have a decision, you guys will be the first people to know, I promise.
That's being a good reporter and not blindly believing Kylie.
Being a good reporter, because anybody could send you a document that is fake or something that is fake, and yet you have to go and try to authenticate what they send you anyway. That's being a good reporter. You have to go authenticate whatever it was they sent you yourself, not just through them, but yourself with a second person or a court or something. You have to try to go do that. You can't just be like, okay, you sent me something cool. It is true. No.
That just proves that I'm fucking awesome at my job.
No, it doesn't actually.
Karen's still mad about that to this day. That was one of the things that we argued about on August 29th was me not whatever, you know, we don't need to get into that, but
oh yeah, of course.
That's interesting that they put this in there because they love sharing that screenshot. He accused, after accusing Colin, blah, 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 Kearney inquired of Reed's intermediary regarding how Reed knew Colin Albert was ever.
Okay. There's another one where is it this one? No, that's not.
I don't want to get back together with her.
I don't want to. No, there's one where he literally.
You can't shut me up. You'll never shut me up. You'll never ever stop me, motherfucker. I am not afraid of jail.
I'm not afraid of jail.
Yeah, you are. I am not afraid of a fucking charge. You don't fucking scare me.
What did jail do to your mental?
I was extremely vulnerable and I was traumatized
from being in jail. I see a therapist regularly for PTSD.
No, you don't.
I've woken up in the middle of the night since after being released, kicking and screaming about going back. And there's nothing I fear in life more than that.
Hey, motherfucker, I am not afraid of jail. I am not afraid of a fucking charge. You don't fucking scare me.
I've woken up in the middle of the night since after being released, kicking and screaming about going back. And there's nothing I fear in life more than that.
That's fucking amazing. I'm just saying, that's amazing. That's actually not the clip I want. There's a clip where he begs to be sued, and it's from a while ago.
People are talking about you talking about closing arguments tonight on the show. Yeah. I got permission from Brado. I mean, my attorneys before.
See, I told you it was from his attorney. People like, he said he got permission, and I was like, from who? Yeah, I think we probably do need to see the video again.
Can you please go? I can't go back. Can you please go? I can't go back.
Amazing. Live look at Aidan's Google right now for bankruptcy. Hilarious. No, there is a video of him begging to be sued.
We're gonna, what's up, Turtle Riders?
Trying to find it.
Another impromptu live we're doing. Give me a minute. I'll explain what we're doing here.
That's all he does is
speak
contradict
about
himself.
possible defamation by the McAlberts. Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to sue me, they can. Go ahead, sue me. Everything I've said, I can back up. Every single thing I've said. So go ahead and sue me all you want. As you guys know, I'm in a little bit of a legal situation. Like if you defame someone, you can't be like, well, it's not defamation because you got more subs on YouTube. That's not how it works. It's called defamation. You can't do that. And you can, damage somebody's reputation, whatever. And eventually enough is enough. And you're like, I don't care if I have to pay for this. I'm not putting up with this anymore. I don't care if she doesn't have a fucking dime to her name. I'm not putting up with this shit. We are suing.
He's free to sue me whenever he wants. I have invited defamation lawsuits from the beginning. If you feel like you have been personally defamed by me, by all means, sue me for defamation. Discovery will be fun. I can't wait.
It sure will.
Yeah, none of them do. None of them do.
It sure will.
I invite a lawsuit. You'd be suing me. None of these people sue me ever.
Just because they haven't sued me for defamation. If it was,
you know what I find funny is he says none of these people sue me ever. It's because he goes after low-income people like me who don't have the fucking money to sit there and pay for an attorney for $100 grand, $200 grand, $300 grand. He doesn't have receipts. He has made up receipts. He has receipts that he manufactures with his minions and makes up, They'll definitely probably pay us. You're right. Right. Your wish is my command. You shall be sued, sir.
It's untrue. They would sue me. I'm suing the fake victim. Why can't they sue me? Right? Why don't they sue me?
Oh, they are.
Oh, the lawsuits are coming. Bro, it's been almost 3 years. The statute of limitation is 3 years. You're running out of time. When are you going to sue me? When are you going to sue me? When are they suing me? They're not.
Right now.
So that's why again, I'm busy. I don't have time to sue free.
He actually believed he wasn't going to get sued. I am sixth-hand embarrassed for him. He needs to take several seats at the back of the fucking R&B. Like, come on, bro. He actually thought that people weren't going to sue him. In what fucking world? Why are they so expensive? Because you don't have to do it. That's why. Because a civil case lasts forever. There are depositions. It could last a fucking decade or more. I'm not kidding. So, depositions, discovery, and discovery is gonna be so much fun, Aidan, especially new phone information from your phones. Oh my God, that's gonna be so fun. Oh my God, it's gonna be so fucking fun. Oh, I don't want anything more for anyone more than I've ever wanted this for you, bud.
For deformation. I wish I did. Bring it.
Yes, he has.
Please sue me, but you won't. You won't. We are gonna.
Not only are they suing you, but Kylie's suing you, and I know of 2 other people who are probably suing you, and I bet that there's more than I even know about. So buckle up, buttercup.
Sue your fucking face off, motherfucker. You can't shut me up. You'll never shut me up. You'll never ever stop me, motherfucker. I am not afraid of jail. I am not afraid of a fucking charge.
He's not afraid.
You don't fucking scare me.
He's not afraid. Silverados. Silverados.
Melanie Little.
The arrest of at least Jennifer McCabe, Brian Albert.
I can't. Listen, I have PTSD. That was a toddler tantrum, a drunken toddler tantrum. That's what the fuck that was. Oh God, what did Melanie Little say? I can't stand her exaggerated like comments in her face. But let's see.
Okay, reverse cowgirl has entered the chat. And okay, reverse.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Like you never heard that a day in your life before, Melanie. Stop it. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Tantrum. Yeah, it was a tantrum. You know, I think the Easter Bunny lives next door. I feel like the Easter Bunny should come. I didn't get anything for Easter, Mr. Easter Bunny. I'm very upset about this, Easter Bunny. Actually, you know what I did? Laura sent me the $150 gift card to Instacart, and I appreciate her for that because that put groceries in my house for a week, and I appreciate her. That was my Easter present because it came the day before Easter. So actually, the Easter Bunny did. I take that. Okay, where the fuck is it? I know it's with him with the red. He's wearing like this.
Can't shut me up. You'll never shut me up. You'll never ever stop.
A therapist regularly for PTSD.
But he's wearing that red shirt. That's the clip where he's like going like this one at the beginning of this one. That's the clip. This is the one we want. Someone else has it. Yeah, right? Right? Someone else must have it. But that is the clip that I'm fucking looking for because I saw it this morning. Someone posted it. I don't know where the fuck it is. And it was great. He went on his entire tirade about being sued and how he, you know, he's never going to get sued and he dares them and blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow. You guys might want to see this one. Jen posted, this is what happens when you don't shut off your notifications while you're screen recording evidence for your court case. Things like this pop up. Why does Lauren have to keep convincing and telling people she's not friends with Meredith? I know why. Fear. Lauren might be the only one who banged two YouTube creators. Oh, God. Lauren Murray. Just know I am not friends with her anymore. Meredith is dead to me. Now, I mean, you really have to have a lack of self-esteem at this point, Lauren, if you don't realize that no matter what you do, okay, he's not going to love you. Yeah, I'm going to start doing that from now on. Thank you, Amy, for reminding me because my brain sometimes is too full to, you know, grasp some of it. Oh, shiitake. What did I just do? Yeah, this is not like, Lauren has no self-esteem. And I honestly, I felt bad for her for a while that she didn't have self-esteem. But it's like, dude, at this point, okay, he's ruined your fucking life and then blamed other people. He'll keep throwing you under the bus. And he doesn't love you, Lauren. No matter how much you chase him around and do what he wants you to do because you fear what he'll do if you don't, he's not going to love you. Okay? This is pathetic. Really. It's sad and it's fucking pathetic. And I really wish you would, you know, get some self-esteem, tell him to fuck off and just move on with your life. Move on with your life. Following him around is not going to help you. You are wasting years of your life, wasting them away, just completely fucking wasting years of your life, following around a man who will never love you, a man who will continue to use you, as you told me almost 3 years ago, you knew he was doing. Why do you stick around? It makes no fucking sense. No sense. Oh my God, what? Why would you, what? Okay. Julie Carpenter said, in addition to his world collapsing under the weight of a defamation suit led by the Sandy Hook lawyers, the world should know that Aidan showed his minor children who were between the ages of 5 and 9 John O'Keefe's autopsy photos. Quite frankly, the worst father in the world, showing a murder victim's autopsy photos to his very young children. There's no words for a man who would do something like this. I showed Brady, those are his kids. I showed Brady and Allison the autopsy photos today and asked what happened to his arm. Immediate answer, looks like a dog. Why the fuck would you show children that? Why? I don't get it. Yeah, that's my problem is I can only feel bad for so long. I don't fucking feel bad anymore for her. I just don't. After what her and Deanna did to me, blaming me because they were so worried about what he would do to them, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I would pretty much help anyone. That's how much of a big heart I have, is I would pretty much help anyone. All right. But this is where I draw the fucking line, bro. When you purposely blame an innocent person for something you fucking did because you're worried about what he's going to do to you, that speaks volumes to me. You're not a fucking good person. You don't care about other people. You don't care about them being harassed. Certainly don't care about yourself enough to get some fucking balls and stand up to him, you know? Like, come on. It's ridiculous. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Here's Randazza. Gotta love this from the Turtleboy Karen defamation suit. We aren't going to tell you right now what statements we're suing over. We'll let you know on the eve of trial. That's not, come on, stop it. It's not what they said at all. You're just mad, Randazza, because you didn't get the deal. Just saying. You know, stop it. Stop it. Oh, where is the clip? They hate us because we don't fold. We don't follow. We don't need them. We have our own thoughts. We're seated at any table and we don't use noise. We're not control, not quiet. Blah, blah, blah. Is this about the same?
People, hey, you know what? Two people they hate. They hate Randy and they hate Brandy, and that's okay. You know why? Because we run shit.
You hate anyone who speaks up. It's that simple. The discovery process is going to be fucking wild. Okay, let's see. $1.5 billion was the attorney. That's how much he won. You know? They are the worst. The fucking worst. The fucking worst. All right. Anyone seen Aidan Kearney? Oh, is this the one?
And let me be very clear. If Jen McCabe did not participate in killing John O'Keefe by Googling how long to die in cold at 2:27, which is the same thing as killing him, you're planning to kill him. You're just as guilty.
Oh, okay.
If that is untrue, what I'm saying right now is not, I'm not saying this is a matter of opinion. I'm saying this is a matter of fact that Jen McCabe participated in killing and planning to kill and cover up the murder of John O'Keefe. I'm saying that is not my opinion. That is a fact.
Didn't happen.
So I can't even argue in court. If you were to sue me, I would no longer be able to argue that this is opinion. So if Jen McCabe did not do that, if she did not actually Google that at 2:27 or anything like that, then what I just said right there is open and shut slander, open and shut defamation. She could sue me tomorrow if she's innocent.
Well, she is.
And win my house, fucking everything. It would be all hers. The blog would no longer exist. It would, and like Kevin Reddington would sue me into existence, even though we're bros, right? I would be fucking destroyed. And I'm saying it right now, Jen McCabe participated in killing John O'Keefe. So sue me. Why don't you sue me? I mean, if you didn't do it, like you said, why don't you just sue me? Because you did it. Because she.
That's the funny part, is he actually thought that they weren't going to sue him. Like, in what world did you actually believe?
That's why all these people did. Like, they're so fucking obvious about it. You did it. Anyway, the fact that these,
the fact that he actually believed that he actually believed that was gonna, oh my God, Tom called him Adam. Adam's gonna win and become the DA. Oh, it's Adam. Oh, Adam Deach? No, he's not. He doesn't have the numbers. Sorry. Doesn't have the numbers. He doesn't have the number. Oh, is this it? This must be it. I think this is it.
Understand how fucking hard.
This is it. This is the one. Ready? Here we go.
Do you understand how fucking hard I get at the idea of these assholes sue me? I get so fucking hard just thinking about that. I can't fucking wait to fuck. I can't. Getting all fucking excited.
I love this.
The idea, these motherfuckers, you want to sue me? Oh,
yes.
Let's fucking go. Oh my God. I am the last person you want to fucking sue. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you. Oh, I wish a motherfucker would. Please do it. Please fucking sue me. I dare you. I dare you to sue me. Do it. Do it. Do it. I want it. I don't fear it. I fucking crave it. That's what I do. I crave your fucking lawsuits. That's what I want. I want to depose every single last one of you. I can't do it right now because there's no lawsuit. So I can't do it.
So
do you understand how fucking hard I get at the idea of these assholes sue me? I get so fucking hard just thinking about that. I can't fucking wait to fuck. I can't. Getting all fucking excited.
I'll point out that like he's missing his pupils here. He must have left them in his pocket. Looks more like a peanut butter and jam Sangi to me, but he must have left those pupils of his in his pocket somewhere.
The idea, these motherfuckers, you want to sue me? Oh, let's fucking go. Oh my God. I am the last person you want to fucking sue. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you.
Oh,
I fucking dare you. Oh, I wish I fucking would. Please do it. Please fucking sue me. I dare you. I dare you to sue me. Do it. Do it. Do it. I want it. I don't fear it. I fucking crave it. That's what I do. I crave your fucking lawsuits. That's what I want. I want to depose every single last one of you. I can't do it right now because there's no lawsuit. So I can't do it.
He's such a fucking clown. I have something for you, Aidan. We have sounds for people like you, Aidan. You know, they're quite funny, actually. I fucking can't. Should we do some I Dream a Genie? We'll give you that wish, sir. You give that wish. Not only did you get one lawsuit, we're like Oprah, and we're just handing them out. And you get a lawsuit, and you also get another lawsuit, and you're about to get some more lawsuits. We'll just keep handing them to you, bud. Your wish has been commanded, dumbass. I fucking can't. Oh, nothing makes me happier than literally laughing at him. He is so fucking gross. Like, he just kick rocks in flip-flops, sir. Plow rain, pow sand, just pound it. Pound the sand, pound it. Kick rocks in your flip-flops and plow some rain, plow some rain. I mean, he's so ridiculous. Like, he actually thought that would, like, work. Did he actually think doing all of that would like deter anyone from suing him? So many more people would if they had the fucking money. You know what I mean? Like if they had the money, he would be reigning in lawsuits. And there are so many that he's had. He still to this day claims that he's won every lawsuit, which is a bold-faced lie. He's had to settle 3 of them. That's not winning, that's settling, because if you go to trial, you are at risk of losing with the evidence that they have. You know what I mean? Like, stop it. Like, that's the other thing. That's what I'm saying. Good luck finding an attorney that wants to lose miserably, right? Attorneys don't care about, I mean, it's not all about losing or winning in a case. Some cases they know they're going to lose, but they're going to make a good buck on it. This doesn't come with just losing and making a good buck on it. This comes with losing miserably and people literally pointing and laughing at you for years to come. What fucking attorney is going to want to touch this? Sorry, scratch that. What decent attorney is going to want to touch that with a 10-foot pole? The only attorney he's going to get to help him in this is some shisty weirdo that doesn't give a shit about any ethics or anything, right? Like that's what's going to happen. Like that's, mark my fucking words. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, is all the evidence against him has already been gathered. They don't need to do any more gathering other than the things he says on a daily basis, which are gathered and given, you know? Yeah, I think he's jealous that I was a dancer, that like nobody would want to see him naked. He did admit that women wanted nothing to do with him until he was, quote, Turtleboy. He said that, you know, apparently that's why he craves attention so much, just because he never had it. Oxymoron sends $10 and says, I love your channel of truth. Oh, thank you, Oxymoron. That was so nice of you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Can you imagine an attorney going through this and being like, oh yeah, sorry, we have a conflict, can't take it. Right? And they just did, sir. Thank you. You have 1 and now you have 2. You have 2 in the last 2 days. Isn't that amazing? You know? And that's it. He's only tough when he's behind a microphone and there are people clapping him on like a fucking seal. You know, like, yeah, go ahead, yeah, First Amendment, you're going to beat this, you're going to get the corruption. Like, do they realize how fucking stupid they sound? You're cheering on he is the corruption. If anyone else was blackmailing people, illegally wiretapping people, making a defense fund, and then paying $200,000 in cash for a home, he would be writing a blog on how that person is the worst con person on planet Earth, that they paid $200,000 cash for a home, okay, while asking for people to pay money, hundreds of thousands of dollars for their quote defense fund. Never mind the fact that he declined to help pay for his daughter's cheerleading, but then went and paid $200,000 down on a home, right? So I find it funny, okay, that this is the man that people want to cheer on. It's fucking amazing to me. Like, do you guys not? He is petrified of appearing poor. It's like, listen, I'm the working poor, okay? There's no shame in paying your fucking bills and having nothing left over, all right? I live in one of the most expensive states in the country to live in. Massachusetts is one of the most expensive countries in the states in the country to live in, okay? From gas to electric, we have some of the most expensive utilities in the country as well. On top of that, you're talking food, transportation, and then things like your basic everyday groceries and needs. My groceries add up to, at the most basic, like, bare minimum I could get is about $200 a week to feed my home. And that is like barely scratching the surface. And I don't make that, right? So most people live paycheck to paycheck. I am not afraid of people knowing that I am not fucking rich. I'm simply not. Maybe one day I will be, and then I'll have so many other people to give back to, and that would be a fucking blessing. Because the amount of people I could help, like if I made the kind of money that he claims he made, do you know how many giveaways I'd be able to do? Do you know what I would be able to do to help people? Like, there is so much good that can be done with that kind of money. And you can also invest a little yourself so that your money's working for you. And also, like, your money's coming in as you're like doing your shows, but you can also help other people. You can invest a little. Like, there are so many things you can do to help other people while making your money work for you if you have it to do that, right? Aidan doesn't help anybody but himself. He doesn't know how. If it's not going to benefit him, he wants nothing to do with it. But that's the thing. I'm not the only income that he's affected. I mean, Meredith's is affected. Yours was affected. How many other people? You know, the fact that mine's still affected is the craziest part, you know? Yeah, Yannetti would probably laugh him out of the office. Oh, thank you, Donna. I love you. You know, again, and Donna can attest to this, it doesn't matter who you are. I am literally willing to have a conversation with pretty much anyone. I'm willing to get to know and befriend pretty much anyone because I'm a people person. I like people, you know what I mean? Like, and people know, like, once they, you know me, like Donna knows she can call me anytime she needs, I'm here. Right. And that's the same for anyone who got to know me and knows, like, I'm one phone call, one text, one DM away. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, I will have your back because I remember what it was like to be attacked by him and his mob in 2023, late 2023, and have no one speaking out at that point. Everyone was too afraid. Yes, two as of yesterday, but there'll be more. You know, it's just sad. It's sad. You know, most of us do live paycheck to paycheck. It's the housing costs here are ridiculous in Massachusetts. You know, it's bad. You know, it's just bad. No super chats for TV under 100 henceforth. See, that's the thing. Getting one worth 100 is a good day for me. You know, like getting 10 is a good day for me. You know, donations, whether it's Venmo or Cash App or my link, like that's a good day for me. You know, like I'm a small channel, so I expect that, but it's hard. It's fucking hard. The costs are absurd. You know, it's absurd, right? I don't either, girl. Listen, I'm with you on that. I'm fucking with you on that. They're crazy. You know, no, I know you didn't. Listen, I am too. I'm with you, my friend. I am with you. I am with you. I will tell you this though. I enjoy you guys. I would pay my mods. That'd be one of the first things that I would do if I had enough money. Is I would pay my mods. And I know that's not something that's required or something that YouTube makes you do or something that YouTube wants you to do, but I would because they do work. They're working, right? Like they're working. They're not sitting idle. They do more than just mod. Let me make that clear. My mods do more than just mod. At least mine do. I can't speak for other people's mods, but my mods do way more than just mod. And they deserve to be recognized too, which is why every year I get them each something, at least something for Christmas. And you know what I mean? Like it's my way of saying thank you. I might not have a lot, but I want to show my appreciation to them, you know? It does need to change, but there's nothing I can do about it, Donna. You know, I can only do so much as one human being, you know? And that's right. Like once you pay your bills and you know you have enough food in your fridge, like that's a good week, right? Like you have to pay your bills and you know there's enough food in that fridge, like you can breathe, like you're breathing at that point. You know what I mean? Like, and then then you can worry about the next week when you get to it. That's how, it works. I don't understand. Like he's so worried about what it looks like to other people. Like, I don't give a fuck about what it looks like to other people. It's my reality and it's most people's reality. You know what I mean? It's most people's reality. Did you hear? No, I didn't hear about that, whether his income is before or after his expenses. He truly expects them. Well, he does expect them to fund his lifestyle. And it's like, listen, I just want the bare minimum, bare minimum. Groceries, my bills paid, and I give a shit less about the rest. That's as long as I have that, that's all I'm really worried about. My bills are paid, it's food in my fridge. I don't care. I haven't shopped for myself, and I don't even know how long, right? This shirt Amy bought me because I haven't bought myself clothes in like years, literally, besides maybe like a tank top in Walmart here and there. Like I haven't bought myself clothes and I don't even know how long, because usually it's the kids. I gotta get the kids stuff first. There's nothing really left over for me. I love this shirt. It has a skull on it. Yes, it does. Okay. It is super comfy. Like I don't buy myself things. I don't do that because I gotta take care of everyone else first, And if I have a couple extra bucks, I prefer to like help someone else with it, If that's, Jesus did say that. You are right. He did, Oh, I do know how much it means to you because I know what it would have meant to me to have someone when I was going through it all. And no one was publicly willing to say a fucking word. Everything was, we support you, Elise, but privately. Sorry, we can't say anything publicly, but he'll come after us. Sorry, we know that he's lying, but we can't say anything, right? And then there were certain people who were so worried about just staying in his inner circle and having clout that they sat there knowing he was lying and not only didn't support me, but joined in on the lie, knowing it was a lie, and pushed the lie, knowing it was a lie. Like, that's bonkers. And that's the dangerousness of what he does, is some of these people are willing to not only lie for him, but they know it's a lie, and they're willing to commit perjury, lie to the cops, lie to the court, lie to thousands of other people. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. As long as they stay in his good graces, they'll do whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. Like, that's fucking crazy. That's not normal. Like, that's not fucking normal. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Okay, this person, I have to read this to you guys. Oh, thank you. I know you probably don't know me personally, but at least the people who know me personally can speak to this, Donna, Jesse, like other people, Benny, Julie, Leah. Oh, hey girl, thank you so much. I did get your email and I did look, and that was a good laugh. Thank you. I needed that. I needed it. It is. It's open 24/7, man. Yeah, well, that's what he does. That's what he does. Well, I'm also untwisted now, so fuck him. Fuck him. The shit that he just spins is fucking just bonkers. And you want to know why? Because I feel like he's threatened by me. He's threatened by me. My ability to connect with people and be a decent human is something he'll never have or never know how to be. He doesn't know how to be empathetic or sympathetic or want to help other people. He only knows how to want for himself. That's it. And so he will never be someone. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can make probably, I think, 80 or 90,000 a year here in Massachusetts and literally live in poverty. I'm not kidding. Like that's the reality of living in this state right now. Food costs are nuts. Literally nuts. Literally fucking nuts. It's reality. It's fucking reality. Do you know how many times I've said this, Beth? My audience can tell you how many times I said I'd rather be fucking poor. Okay. I would rather be poor than be a shitty fucking human being. I would rather be without a car like I am. I would rather be, the working poor than be a shit human being, because there's nothing that makes my heart happier than helping other people. And the people that I have helped can attest to that. Like, I don't ask for anything in return. I don't want anything. There's nothing that makes my heart happier than being able to help them. The look on their face or the thank you they give or the hug that they give you speaks volumes. That's all you need, right? And if it wasn't some of the people I helped, they would have no other help otherwise, right? Most of them can't afford to pay an advocate. There's only one of me, right? I can only do so much, but I do whatever I can to make sure that they're getting what they need or they're put in the right direction of whatever they need. Like, that's the reality, right? That's the reality. I would rather be a fucking poor person helping people than a douche nozzle and rich, you know? I know, I need that hug, girl. You might need that hug, but I sometimes need it too. And I can't tell you how much I need it, you know? Right? Paying the bills on time. What is that? Not here in Massachusetts. Not yet. Oh yeah, it does cost me money to run the channel. That's the other part. Is like, it costs money to run a channel. It's not cheap. So you have to pay for all the softwares that you have to use, and that adds up. And so you don't make anything until you pay for that. Like, then you might make something, which for a small channel like mine isn't a lot, you know? But it's like, it comes with the good and the bad, and you just hope that you get over that hump of dealing with someone like him, because all he does is poison the well. Poison the well, poison the well. And it's not just me, right? There's plenty of other people he does it. You know what I mean? I'm not the only one. That's for damn fucking sure. I can only hope that people start, and I know they have already, start speaking out, you know? It's just crazy. You know, I've thought about moving to North Carolina. If I ever get approved for a house at some point and, you know, get my credit up, I think that's where I would move is the Carolinas, because I could get a home. You can't get a home for $400,000 here in Massachusetts, never mind 3, never mind 2. If you buy a house for $500,000 here in Mass, it's either going to be way out in Western Mass or it's going to be a fixer-upper, hardcore. You want move-in ready, you're talking $600,000 or more. And that's just not possible for a lot of people these days, you know? I mean, it's not a good sign or a bad sign, really. It's just the judge is taking his time. So, you know. Yeah, a lot of people I don't think knew the depth, right? The depth of all of it. Like, the depth of how depraved this man is. And how, like, the lengths he will go. I think a lot of people just thought, like, oh, he's just a bully. He's just mean. He's just shitty. And at first, some people are like, oh, it's just funny, right? He's just funny and he just says some wild shit. But then they start to realize, like, it's not just, oh, funny saying some wild shit, right? It goes further than that, because he's using third parties, fourth parties, fifth parties to go and make more sock accounts, to harass people he doesn't like, to talk shit about people he doesn't like, to say things he knows are not true, to poison the well with other people. He's using fake phone numbers, fake emails, fake Facebook accounts and Twitter accounts to DM people, to email them, to call them incessantly, to give that number out, to have other people call them incessantly, to send things to their home, to have other people show up at their home. Like, the lengths he will go in order to frame someone he doesn't like so he wins is crazy. I mean, the man used a picture of his own children in the bathtub to try to frame someone who was filing a lawsuit against him for good reason. All right. And because he wanted to win that lawsuit so badly and he wanted this person to just lose, he made a fake Facebook of that person in their name with their fucking picture, posted a picture of his children in the bathtub with a threat, made one of his mods go and find it and give it to him for him to post and say, see what this person did, everyone? What a shady, fucked up person. I'm going to need to go to the police. Then he went to the police, took the fake evidence, tried to fucking set them up. Like, people didn't know about this until afterwards. Why? Because someone in his group chats leaked these group chats because they were like, whoa, this is over the line. This is over the fucking line, right? He set that whole thing up. If you think that that's the last time he's ever done that, he's talked to himself on sock accounts so that if anybody ever finds out it's him, he can say, oh, it wasn't me, because the account talked to me. Like, the lengths that this depraved psychopath has actually gone to do this shit is something you would never think a normal human being would do. And so a lot of his followers, cult minions, what they don't, you know, I see them say a lot, like, nobody would be that stupid. Nobody would do something like that. Like, why would he do that if he did this? It's like, if you know the shit that he does, the inner workings of what he does, you would know immediately that that's something he does and has done multiple times. Setting people up, making these accounts, make it look like it's not him, having a third party do it so he can claim that it wasn't him. He'll publicly be like, don't do X, Y, and Z, and then have a bunch of people do exactly what he said not to publicly behind closed doors so that he can say he's innocent and claim plausible deniability. Like, this is a pattern. This isn't something he's done once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Like, it's well beyond that. Yeah, no matter who the fuck it is, you say Team Cancer, especially when his own mother died of cancer, like, you're an evil son of a bitch. An evil son of a bitch. Never mind the fact that where were you in your mother's last days, Aidan? Oh, at the Karen Reed case. Not with your mother at her bedside, but at the Karen Reed case. Because that was more important than your dying mother. I'm fucking sorry, but I don't care what fucking thing I was covering, dude. I don't care what fucking thing you're covering. If my child is in the hospital, as has happened many times, you know, I have shut down or stopped my shit because my kid's more important, right? So I am not going to spend the time at a trial if my loved one is dying in the hospital or at home. Some people prefer to die at home, or even the day after they die at home. Where is he? Not at home with his family, at the Karen Reed trial. I mean, who the fuck does that? I'm sorry, but like, who the fuck does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I love free hugs. I will totally take free. I need those too, you know? Yeah, I don't even have cable. I don't even get cable because it's so outrageous. I just get internet. That's it. No cable here. We use apps, free apps. I don't fuck with that. I've looked at land in North Carolina. One time my brother, he lives in Florida, pointed out like how cheap land was in North Carolina, but this was years ago, and I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. But I've looked at houses in certain areas where they're like 238,000, 320,000, and they're like nice move-in ready houses. And I'm like, we cannot get that here. Oh, thank you, Fairly. That's really nice of you. Yeah, I have looked at some, not extensively throughout the whole state, but yeah, I have. And it's like, you know, oh, I love you guys. I wouldn't mind, you know, I wouldn't mind the Carolinas for sure. I worry more about my daughter's care, and that's why I have never done it. That's why I've never done it. Oh, I love you guys. You're so sweet. Oh, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, $600,000 in Fall River. I mean, who the fuck wants to, no offense, but move to Fall River? Like, come on, you know? It's crazy. Yeah, because you're further into the South Shore, which I'll never, I mean, I grew up in Norfolk County, and there's no way I could ever move back there. You know what I mean? That's too expensive. Way too expensive. You know? Time check. Okay, thank you. Did he say if Bradel is going to defend him? Yeah, he said he's not going to use Bradel and Bebereau. He can't. It's a civil case. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And it's a serious one, too, with a serious attorney on the other end. You know? Yeah, we do have a lot of North Carolina people here. We do. Yeah. He said he's going to get another one, you know? Another one. You know? He's looking for another lawyer, he says. I'm sure it has. I mean, since 2020, I feel like everything has. You know, even here in Massachusetts, the rents have gone sky high, double what they were in 2020, you know? Facts. Everything for my babies, right? And even my chosen, what I call my chosen family, my friends and my family. Like, I don't have a lot of family left alive, so I have what I call my chosen family, the people who I care about, who are alive, that are friends, you know? Those are my chosen family. I know I would. I know Leah lives down there, and I would love to be close to where she is, you know? I've traveled through it, if that makes, like, traveled through it to go to Florida, but I've never stopped for like an extensive period of time through North Carolina, you know? Well, they're all about free speech until, you know, Aidan has to have consequences. That's different, you know? That's fucking different. Oh, you guys. All right, let's see. Yeah, well, I mean, who does that? I'm sorry, but like, I'm not saying he wasn't there the day she died. I think he was, but like the day after, the day before, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I'm grieving with my family. I'm not going to the Karen Reed case the day after my mother dies. It's fucking crazy. Oh, I have a $25 donation. It doesn't say a name, so I don't want to. Who wants to fess up? I don't want to put a government name out there. I'm not about that. I only read the whatchamacallit names, the screen names, because y'all don't need to deal with the mob. But I appreciate that. It says XOXO. Thank you so much. Hello, Diana. It's been like a helicopter, North Carolina. So this very smart human being here just commented on my video of Aidan. Okay, I don't know how long this judge is going to take, but it's been a while. Says, I don't think so. This is from Thursday, from the court case of, you know, Aidan with the RO and me talking about it, right? And so this person, Doodle Wop Wop, says, I don't think you watched the same court case the rest of us did. If the judge thought, I think the judge thought, what a clusterfuck, and was just waiting for someone to show evidence of possible some kind of physical harm that might happen to either one of them. False. False, doodle doodle wop wop, and I'll tell you why. Because, okay, because this was under the coercive control part of a restraining order. This had nothing to do with physical. There's a reason why the coercive control part is in there. It has absolutely zero to do with physical. The judge doesn't need any physical anything. He doesn't need to hear anything about physical anything because it's under the coercive control part of this restraining order. So just there alone, you are wrong. And see, this is the problem with people who don't really know what the hell they're talking about. I'm not watching a different court case than you. I just know what I'm talking about and what certain things mean, and you clearly don't, right? So this is the rest of what this person says. You know, they think we're watching a different court case than them because this person thinks that the judge is waiting to hear some sort of physical element. Judge is not waiting to hear any sort of physical element because the coercive control part of it doesn't require a physical element, just FYI. Then it says, not just name calling or trying to shut each other up online. I did not see her attorney show anything. Okay, then you aren't paying attention. And the judge was very irritated with him the whole time, even telling him to sit down and shut up. The ability to comprehend what's being said is helpful. Sure, but you clearly didn't comprehend. Doodle, doodle, wop, wop. You didn't see what her attorney turned in because it's on a flash drive, doodle, doodle, wop, wop. And the flash drive went straight to the judge. And what was on there was a multitude, actually an avalanche of evidence is what was on there, okay? So when you don't know what you're talking about, you make dumb comments like that. When you do know what you're talking about, then I have to come on here and correct people like this that make these kinds of comments, okay? This is not a thing. This is not a fucking thing, all right? That's not a thing, all right? Not a fucking thing. So, yeah, my show's at 12 on Sunday. Them saying they don't think we watched the same court case. No, we absolutely watched the same court case, but you don't know what you're talking about or what to look for. Saying I did not see her attorney show anything, that's because it went on a flash drive that the judge got directly. You don't have to see it. That's the beauty of the court is you don't have to see it, just the judge does. And regardless of if the judge was pissed off with her attorney or not, has absolutely zero to do with her testimony and her evidence, right? The judge can't rule based on, oh, well, her attorney's annoying, because he was just as annoyed with Bradel and the sewer turtle. So you're right. The ability to comprehend what's being said is helpful. You should probably learn how to comprehend or know what a 209A is when it comes to coercive control. So my response is going to be, sure, but you clearly didn't comprehend or understand the 209A coercive control has no element needed for physical, and all her evidence was on a flash drive. I mean, why make these comments and make yourself look like a buffoon? I don't get it. Like, does it make them feel good to write something and then be completely wrong? I don't understand. Why do you want to make yourself look like a clown? I don't get it. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. It's amazing to me, some of the shit these people write, that I'm just like, block from the channel because you're that fucking stupid. I can't do it. I don't have time for stupidity, you guys. I don't, all right? I fucking don't. I do not have time for fucking utter stupidity. I don't. I just don't have the time for it. It's ridiculous. I have to just put some more laughy faces after this because it's just so funny to me. It's like, why do you want to make yourself look like a dumbass? I don't get it. If you don't understand something, don't comment on it. Don't fucking comment on something you simply don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me why people do that. Start asking questions and then understand what it is, you know? It's bonkers to me. Like, at what fucking point? You know, like understand what the fuck is going on around you before you go, oh, you didn't watch the same court case as me. No, we all did. We all did. We all watched that same court case. we all did. You just didn't seem to understand what the fuck was going on. It's like, I didn't see her attorney say anything. It's like, okay, cool. Or show anything. It's on a flash drive. That was said like a million times. It's on a flash drive with the court. Just saying. Like, just fucking saying. Let me check something real quick. My luck is going to be they come out with it after I'm not live anymore. Like, what the fuck, Your Honor? With all due respect. What the fuck? Oh, he definitely is going to have Jess run a show, which is just gross. Well, the judge impounded everything already. So, like, it's impounded right now until, like, a decision is made, of course. Once a decision is made, then it won't be impounded, you know? If that makes sense. I mean, I'm going to have to. So I'm trying to think because my show's at 12 on Sunday. So I'd have to teach you how to do it tomorrow. I'd have to teach you how to do it tomorrow before, like during the day, because I don't. Saturday is the only day I don't work. So I'd have to teach you tomorrow, like during the day when I'm not working, because I don't usually work Saturdays, but I'm doing a show Saturday night at 7:30 with Donna. So anytime tomorrow I can help you, like my time, well, it's your time too. So I love saying my time because other people are in different time zones, but you're not. So I'd say anywhere after like 10 a.m. My daughter's having a sleepover and I'm not sure if the kid is coming tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. But I attempt to sleep in on a Saturday, which I never do. So let's see. I don't know. I can do it anytime after 10 a.m. and before 7:30, if that makes sense. So anytime in between that time, I can help you. I can hop on the computer and then show you how to do it. You just let me know what time works for you and we can do it. I can just, you know what? I can just email you in the morning when I wake up. If that makes sense. Usually I'm up before my, targeted 10 a.m. in the morning because I never sleep that late. But on the very small chance that I do get to sleep that late, I'm like, thank God. Thank God. I don't have the link. She'd have to send it to me first. But I can teach you anytime during the day tomorrow before I do my live stream with Donna tomorrow night. Yeah, it's the flash. Oh, you mentioned the flash drive. Yeah. Yep. He did. He impounded the whole thing. The judge impounded all of it. The judge impounded the entire thing until he makes a decision and then until he unimpounds it. Even after that, he's got to unimpound it. He has to decide, I guess, to unimpound it, if that makes sense. Because he knows, and I don't think it's going to help Aidan that some of that shit leaked, that he leaked it and then said, oh, well, Bradel said I could. Like, dude, it's impounded, you fucking weirdo. What part of impounded did you not understand that the judge said that? Of course Bradel's going to tell you, the fuck? Like, I do believe that his obsession with Colin came from jealousy. We saw a young kid and who played sports, and that was never Aidan. Nobody really liked Aidan when he was a kid or even when he was a teacher for that matter, athletic talent, scholarship, university, like everything he probably wished he had instead of C's and D's get degrees. Remember that was his thing, guys? Was C's and D's get degrees. That was his fucking thing. Like C's and D's get degrees. Who the fuck says that shit? You got to send it to me so I can do it. Or send it to Jessie so she can do it. It won't let her post it. it won't let anybody post links unless it's me or a mod, because what was happening where the turtle riders were coming in here posting all sorts of weird fucking links and shit, so I shut that down. You know. Right? Yeah, no, I do. I sleep at least mostly through the night. It's not like sometimes I get up, but that's usually to pee. You know, it's usually to pee, or because like my legs are hurting bad or my shoulder hurts bad, but it's not the bed. The bed I am sleeping just fine on. Thank you very much. Hubby sleeps fine. You know, he sleeps like a rock when he's tired. So, you know, he appreciates it. He certainly, I mean, he's probably one of the most appreciative men ever. He also lets me get away with a lot, making my entire house pink. So I'm just saying, all right? Yeah, we should find out today, but we haven't found out yet. Nothing yet. Should be literally, you know, between now and 5 o'clock, or really I would say 4 o'clock. So yeah, he doesn't know how to follow directions. You guys know how that works for him, you know? Yeah, you got to probably give it. She can't copy and paste it into the thing because it won't allow her to, but if she can send it to me or Jesse. Oh, Jesse has it. Sorry, I'm behind in the comments. My bad. He is not human. No, yeah, I know. He's like a fucking animal. You know, he's like a fucking animal. You know, that's the funny part, is because he said Bradle like gave me permission. I guarantee you Bradle's gonna be like, I didn't tell him I had permission just to get himself out of trouble being fucking, you know, admonished by the judge or something. Like that's the only way. Like, you know what I mean? Is if he's like, oh, I didn't say that, Your Honor. I didn't tell him to do that. But I mean, come on, he said it and it's out there. Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. That's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. I like to think I'm good at my job. You know what I'm saying? I like to think I'm good at my fucking job. One of those people that also wants my audience to make sure that they do their due diligence, you know? Make sure you do your due diligence when it comes to this shit. Don't just let someone tell you what you saw or what you heard. Make sure you go and look yourself, you know? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. I gotta show you guys this little, before I bow out today. This is Jess Machado. It says, I have a trusted person who can run plates if you need to in the future. Wow, Jess Machado, that's probably not a good look, ma'am. You shouldn't have anybody who can run plates, because you could be sued for that, you know? Weird. Weird. So Randall said, I hear more lawsuits are coming down the pike. You getting deposed at minimum. Have you retained counsel yet? Why? Said she tags Kate and says, we'll probably confirm I had or have no involvement in any of this. Wrong. Wrong. That's wrong. Wrong. Oh my God. Wow, Jess, I mean, you didn't get the memo, I'm guessing. She clearly didn't understand the assignment, guys. Ethel didn't get it. Ethel didn't get it. I think so. So it's like, I mean, why do you want to get your sister in trouble for doing shit that she shouldn't be doing, guys? Come on, stop it. That's not nice. You know? Oh God. They made a fucking meme. It's supposed to be Kim. It is, I think. Yeah, it is. Oh boy, that's no good. That's no good. That is no good, guys. No good. No good at all. There's just some really funny ass fucking things popping up here and there today on X. I'll tell you that much. You know? For her, she messaged Aidan. It's a text message or a message between Jess and Aidan from Aidan's phone extraction, where Jess says, I have a trusted person who can look up plates if you need it. Like, what? Okay. Like, you need that much attention from him, Jess? I mean, come on, have some fucking self-esteem. You know? Like, Jesus. You have some fucking self-esteem. Like, of course you have to have something he wants for him to be friends with you. That's how it works, right? You know, it's transactional. It's transactional. She is going to get her fired at this rate. There were plenty of people who actually were already walked out of a firehouse. Oh my God, courthouse, and fired from the Stoughton courthouse. There were about 6 people walked out of the Stoughton courthouse, and 2 were actually fired for providing Aidan with information. So if I were you and you work at a courthouse, I suggest staying far away from anything Aidan as possible, because eventually he'll tell them or tell his audience to be able to brag. I have people like courthouses who will give me information. Then your bosses will go on and say, hey, we need to look into everyone's computers and find out who's giving information to him or looking certain things up. I mean, it's not fucking rocket science, guys. If you want to be a source for someone, make sure that the person that you're being a source from isn't going to throw you under the bus any chance they get to get themselves out of trouble. All my source information is here, okay? No one, and I mean fucking no one, is getting that from me, ever. I have never and would never burn a source, even if it's someone that I don't speak to anymore or don't like. Not how I roll, dude. It's they came to me with something in confidence, you know. Oh, this is so nice. I don't want to say your government name because it's your government name on here, but I will absolutely read this for you. Hey, Benny! Sewage is getting much deeper. So I have a donation here I'm going to read. Oh, God. I think most people went through the Richard Allen case. What was it, like 2.5, 3 years ago? There was a lot in that case, but it was very split with people. You know, that case can be a little controversial. So just know that before you delve into it, you know. It's wild, so it's a little, you know, a little bit controversial. Nothing yet, my friends, nothing yet. Everybody's so happy they heard your voice, Benny. They're like, I put a voice to a name now. I love that for you. I love it. I love it. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. I'm honestly in my like lazy hour right now. I've been in a lot of pain this week, so I'm like, you know, just in my relaxed gear, if that makes sense. But I have a donation I'm going to read real quick. And if one of you want to take credit for it in the chat, I will let you do that. But I'm not going to put your real name out here because, you know, I don't want to do that. Most of the time, people will put their screen name in the donation area so I can read the screen name because I don't always match in my brain the name on the screen with who it is in the chat. But or some people aren't even in the chat, but I'm going to read it. So it says, I do. I said that. I said, I talk to Benny all the time. I know what his voice sounds like. I could spot it from a mile away. Okay, so this one says, I needed to open up to the whole comment. It's like being annoying. Come on. Oh, here we go. Okay. It is $100 and it says, watching your belly laughs on today's stream was priceless. I needed those belly laughs. You have no idea how much I needed those. By the way, I was in the courtroom for both of the Meredith and AK trials. I gave Jason a quiet thumbs up of support. I can't message him or Meredith because they're not verified on Twitter. Would you pass along my support for them? Absolutely, I will. I will 100% pass them along to them. Thank you so much. That was very generous of you. It was very kind, and I appreciate it. I'm extremely grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm honestly going to probably use that money to buy groceries. I'm totally not kidding. Like, so thank you. It means a lot to me. I have my kids, my friends, my daughter's friends sleeping over, and they used to live across the street from us. So it was easy for the kids to be able to hang out. And I don't drive, so it's a little harder for them to hang out. And so I got to get some, you know, kid friendly snacks for them. And too bad the popcorn machine didn't already come. That would have been fun, right? But I appreciate you, Laura, for that popcorn machine. That thing's going to be amazing. When I get paid, I'm going to get the kernels, and I'm going to get the little pink bags that go with it, and the little scooper that goes with it, and the butter. You have to have the butter. You have to have the liquid butter. I mean, what good is popcorn without moving their butter? There. And I'm going to get that stuff to go with it. And you know where I'm going to put it? I'm going to put that thing right here. I got a table that I can put it on right freaking here. And that's going to be, we're going to pop popcorn for the show, and we're just going to break out the bag when we have some tea on, you know, the sewer turtle and his nonsense. So we could just eat popcorn together. It'd be fucking amazing. I'm telling you, what we need to do is have a whole show here with people who are come to my house, like Benny, and, you know, those of you who live around, y'all can come over and we'll just like have a whole party here with popcorn and laugh at Aidan when he's doing dumb shit. Like, I appreciate you. I love it so much. It's going to be amazing. And it's pink and it matches the aesthetic, you know, appreciate you, my friend. And the kids are going to get such a kick out of it too. Like, kids are going to love that too, which is like dual amazing for me. dual amazing. My kid needs clothes, but every time clothes comes, she's like, you know, she wants like, she's looking for like a makeup kit or like nails. You know, she's, you know, she's a diva. So she's hoping that like a makeup kit or nails or, you know, things, skincare, like she's hoping something like that shows up for her. So every time it's clothes, she's like, and I'm like, but you need them. And then when she wears them, she's like, oh, but I'm so cute. And I'm like, see, so you did like them. Like, but you know how kids are. She's looking for something like diva style. You know what I'm saying? All right, I gotta go because I gotta go get my kiddo at school. I love your stinking faces. Make sure you hit the like button on your ways out. I will tweet as soon as I find out what's going on with the judge. I am still keeping an eye out on it. I will make sure that it, you know, we get a tweet out there, and I will make a post on Twitter too. So for those of you who don't have Twitter, you'll find out. Just keep an eye for the YouTube communities tab where I put posts up, and I'll put a post up for you guys so you guys can find out what's going on and not have to wait. I love your stinking faces. If you can donate to the show, there's a bunch of different ways you can do so. We have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Revolut. Super stickers, and super chats go off when the stream goes off, but there's still super thanks, and you can still get yourself a membership. We have a link for debit and credit if you're catching me on the replay. It's up, pinned to the top of the chat. It's also in the description of the video. So is the Chime and the Revolut, and our Amazon wish list is also in the description of the video. I love your stinking faces, and I will see y'all actually tomorrow night. I'll see y'all tomorrow night for a special show with Miss Donna. Love y'all. See y'all later.